this point.
did I see? What did I see when you sing it? What did I see when you swing it? That funny old tune will drive me to ruin. It came along and made me its slave. Now I'm craving things that I should crave. It came along and made me its slave. Now I'm craving things that I should crave.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Sovereign Citizen Watch. How are you all doing? I am a witch today. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you missed yesterday, the stream layout's a bit different. I decided to go a little more minimal. It's a little more minimalist than the previous one. It has most of the same stuff. It's just, it's a little cleaner. It's a little easier to see what's going on in the content that we're taking a look at, you know? So, enjoy the new layout. Here you have a date, Daddy Sume. I hope that goes well. Very good luck to you. I raise my fancy glass of water to you that I have because I need to do a load of dishes. You know, surprisingly enough, I'm not jealous. Maybe you can rickroll her. That'd be great. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. Hello, Mr. Blast. Hope you're feeling well today. Nick with 45-bit says, new 70-star PB of an hour, 7 minutes, 57 seconds, so my weekend was productive. Sounds like it. Was there anything else? Daddy Sume with a link. Oh god, what is this? It downloaded an MP4. Oh, it's the... Yeah, the Evangelion Rickroll. I saw it. Feeling 100%, but that might be the pain meds talking. Well, hello, pain meds. I'm Hannah. Seriously though, if the pain meds are doing their job, that's good. I'm glad. That water is delicious. Alright, what else is going on? How's everyone else doing? Good? Nick says, bits for the dad, joking a dad. Yeah, you gotta Uno reverse card that shit. Bring the pain. Yeah, today we're doing all sorts of sovereign citizens. Should be fun. Sovereign citizens, frauditors, some courtroom Karens. Should be fun. I've said this before too, but I'll say it again. My direct tip link, which is this, if you don't want to deal with bits or anything, it used to have my dead name because it was linked to my PayPal. I have since fixed that, so it no longer has my dead name. So if you'd like to have her donate directly to me, and that way Twitch doesn't have to get a cut, it all goes directly to me except for a small PayPal fee, then you can use that link. I'm good with whatever, but I just want that to be known that that's an option. A lot of you like to support the stream, and I appreciate it. Did I get the tire? The tire appointment is tomorrow at 3 p.m. So I have the appointment all set up. Just got to go and have them put it on. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Yeah, people helped me get that tire that I have the appointment for because I was on the way back to Saginaw, which is like an hour-and-a-half drive for me. And one of my tires just went, absolutely. And it's not like a repairable thing. It just, like, the thing burst. It's just an old tire. Honestly, I gotta probably replace them all. But at least for right now, the appointment for tomorrow is just to replace the one, and then when I get paid later in the month on the 14th, I'll probably make an appointment to get the other ones replaced. But I just don't have the money to until I get paid again. Which is why I appreciate people who donated to the tip link to help me get the tire that I am getting tomorrow, so at least the car will be usable until such a time as I can get the others replaced. Hawthorne says, ordered food to be delivered, got confirmation of order, followed immediately by notification Hannah was live, so life is good. I hope your food is delicious. Your Rickrolls are a load-bearing section of the stream? Yeah, they're a load, all right. I am the only structurally integral part of this stream, okay? If I go down, everyone goes down. I missed your bit, sorry. Overthought said, sovereign citizens in court. Ooh, there's a link. Oh, why can't I hear it?
And I played the fifth and the second.
Pleading the second. Good shit. That's true. Baja is too. Baja's in lab today, though, doing science things, so there will be no Baja cameo today, unfortunately. Rageology says, I'm still in shock to discover that the film The Room is an unofficial adaptation of a Polish novel.
Sponsored by Audible.
That better not be true.
5 were left alive after the initial impact, though, due to injuries and weather conditions. Ambient.
This is about the thing where they eat each other. Oh, is it this one?
Sponsored.
I assume you meant to share this one, but had the wrong link. The Room, lost in adaptation. I love this channel. I actually have seen a lot of Dominic's videos, though I'm not subscribed for some reason. Now I am. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some stuff. What's this one? Well, this guy gets pepper sprayed, I guess.
I'm demanding the answer that you.
Okay. Well, you're not getting one. Would you mind giving me some space?
Radiology says, yep.
He's gonna get charged for assault.
Okay, I'm sorry I touched you.
Since someone mentioned the room, oh god.
I'm fed up with this world.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa!
How's it going, guys? I'm Against It Press, and we are coming to you today from Tucson, Arizona. We are at the State of Arizona official inspection station, emission station here in Tucson, and we're just going to pay a little visit on these folks here today and find out if they honor and respect our right to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of public places. I am out with Watching the Watchman today, and I'm also using a brand new camera today. I got fed up with GoPro, and as long as this works out, I am done messing with those GoPro cameras. Like I always say, great cameras when they work, but we've been having too much trouble with them lately now that we're in hotter climates, overheating, batteries dying, so we're trying something new out here today. So very much appreciate if you guys could let me know in the comments what you think about the video and the audio. I have a new mic running on here too, so always trying to make things better for you, so let us know how we're doing. Let me give you a look at the neighborhood here. And while I'm doing that...
Why do I need to see the neighborhood around the emissions testing station? That's interesting. Michigan, to my... at least, like, I don't have a yearly requirement to go get emissions tested. What states require emissions testing? Although Michigan doesn't require you to get your car inspected either, so...
Time and
Michigan's pretty lax on what they require you to have a car on the road.
temperature check. Today is Friday,
Georgia.
September 17th. It is 4:16 in the afternoon, and it is 97 degrees, sunny, and pretty warm out here in Tucson, Arizona. Hey, making out there, Watchman?
What's up?
What's happening? So, yeah, might as
It does appear they are testing emissions.
well across the street, get a better view,
Bet.
and see how it goes. So, stand by.
State of Arizona official vehicular inspection station. Arizona requires it because it's almost all big cities. Air quality's terrible.
I'm assuming that vehicle didn't pass? They're pushing it out of the garage bay there.
Radiology says, the I didn't hit her, oh hi Mark moment is a direct lift from the novel, just that the script combines internal and spoken dialogue. Oh, that's funny. So, they should probably sue Tommy Wiseau then.
Hey, they got their car started. Very cool. Uh-oh.
I don't understand why they're so interested in filming the emissions place. Like, it's literally just people testing.
Sidewalk, but if you have any questions or anything, my name is Tammy. All right? Thank you, guys.
Oh god, is this guy gonna get out and confront them? The author is deceased. Well, if they have an estate, they should sue. Unless it's in the public domain, then it's fine.
Now I'm going to ask you, what are you doing?
Oh god!
You can't tell me? You don't speak English?
Do they have to have people all the time in public, or is it just...
Yeah. I'm demanding the answer that you.
Okay. Well, you're not getting one.
Well, that's fine, shitball.
This is my least favorite like, it's amazing that we all have access to phones in our pockets, and that's, I mean, cameras. Of course, they're phones, but also cameras. And we have cameras all over the place, and that's kind of a cool thing. But also, like, one of my least favorite, like, things to see in the modern world is two people shoving cameras into each other's faces to be like, I'm filming you, no, I'm filming you, no, I'm filming you! Like, it just feels, like, impotent. You know what I mean? It has this, like, sort of pathetic, impotent rage behind it that's so passive-aggressive, it seeps into your skull and makes you want to just vomit.
Would you mind giving me some space?
Yeah, he can't touch him. That's assault. I don't like auditor type people. I think they're obnoxious, but you can't go grabbing their shit like that. Oh shit! Oh damn! Oh, this escalated so quick. Oh, that guy got pepper sprayed right in the maw. That's a shame. Oh no. That guy was real quick on the pepper spray, huh? He just decided, oh, he touched my camera. Time to ruin his week. Jesus Christ. Rageology says, and the book is a twist ending that explains some of the director's bizarre comments on vampirism. Shall say no more. Interesting. Boom. Rocked.
Oh, that's good.
What are you, out of your mind, bro? You just walk up to somebody on a public sidewalk and grab them?
I just grabbed.
No, I got the whole thing on video. What the hell is wrong with you?
How about you next?
Yeah, you want to? Don't fuck with me, bro.
You didn't take
Back
me down.
up. Back.
Wow, is that expired pepper spray, or is this man just a beast? He just took pepper spray right to the face and he's still coming.
Up.
Oh, I'd agree the pepper spray was unnecessary. I'm not commenting on, like, if it was right or not. I am just saying it is a thing that happened.
I got something
you
else that'll take
stupid
you. Just stay out of my
bastard
face. You just assaulted a 17-year-old kid on the sidewalk.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
but
did.
I can assault an old bastard like you.
Knock yourself out, bro. If that's what you want to do, knock yourself out.
I took that camera out of my face.
I would suggest you get in your car and go about your day.
Well, really?
Yeah. And stop walking towards me.
Or what? Public
Just stop
sidewalk.
walking towards me.
Public sidewalk.
Yeah, well, you obviously don't know the rules, my friend. I would just get back in your car and go home.
I'm going to call the cops.
You're going to call the cops after you assaulted a 17-year-old kid? You're going to leave here in handcuffs.
I don't think that would be good for him to call the cops, because he did, by the law, assault him. He got up in his face, he approached him, he grabbed his arm, and again, I don't like these people either, but you can't assault them. They're assholes. That doesn't inherently make what they're doing illegal, right? This isn't a case where they went into a post office or a government building. They are standing on public property, the sidewalk. So, like, I do think they actually have the right to do what they're doing, even if they're kind of being dicks about it, and it's unnecessary. Regardless, this guy walked up and did assault them. Does that justify the pepper spray? Morally, I'd say no, not at the point that it had escalated to, but, like, legally, I have no idea. Procagom says he knows the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of.
You're on 2 cameras.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if they're allowed to escalate that fast. I don't know.
Knock yourself out.
Hopefully the cops show up and we find out.
I'm going to go get your plate number while you're doing that.
Go right ahead there.
Yeah, oh, I will.
You just did the same. Yeah,
Hey,
you
like
can't keep
threatening
doing
people?
that. He was
You're
trying to
leaving here in
intimidate
cuffs
him.
today, buddy. You made a big fucking mistake. So you got Arizona AYV 1829. Some kind of piece of shit Mazda. This guy's out of his fucking mind.
Grab him in public.
Oh, I'm glad you sold them. Good.
I told you.
I'm gonna skip to when the cops get here.
They close and this guy goes home. If that happens, we'll leave. But until then, we're here, so stand by. Sorry?
You guys have help?
This young man right here, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wait for me over
That's
there.
why we're over here. We're trying to give him some room.
Okay.
How we doing, sir?
Hi. You guys okay?
He was actually the one involved. You can speak directly to him.
Yeah, how about that? So I was standing right there on the public sidewalk, just taking some video, and the guy who was driving that silver SUV over there got out and got in my face and tried to grab me and assault me.
Do you have it on camera?
Yeah.
Were we able to see it?
Yeah.
What was the issue about?
So I was just standing there taking video, and he came up demanding answers, getting way closer than.
Oh no, sir.
Are you involved? Do you mind if I talk to you over here, please?
Am I involved? No, I was not involved.
Did you witness what happened?
I did witness what happened. Yeah, he's inside. Yeah.
The other guy's inside.
I think unless he went out the back door, he went in the office there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit of what happened?
Well, we're out
what
here.
happened?
Yeah, we're out here taking some video on the sidewalk.
Do you mind just moving it?
No,
you can still record me. But...
Well, it's a very tight lens, and you're standing 2 feet, so let me back up from you a couple of feet, and then it won't be in your face. So a woman named Tammy, who works here, before this all happened, came out, saw us taking video. She came out, she said, "Hey guys, how's it going? As long as you stay on the sidewalk, you're good, no problems. Just don't come on the property." We said, "We got you, Tammy." No, yep,
Tammy?
yep.
Okay.
So she went back inside, no issues. Then this guy goes to pull out. I guess he was done with his inspection.
So he doesn't work here?
I don't know.
That you know of?
Not that I know of. No, I'm assuming he was getting his car inspected. So he comes driving out. We were standing on the other side of the street on the sidewalk.
This is such a
He
ridiculous
comes driving out,
interaction.
puts his window down, and says, "What are you guys doing?" So I just ignored him. I just kept doing what I was doing, and then he said, "Hey, what are you guys? What's
God
with the
bless
cameras?
Tammy.
What are you doing?"
She doesn't need to deal with
Just
this
ignored
shit.
him. So then he gets out of his car. This is my son, who's 17 years old,
She
by the way.
inspected
So he
50
assaulted a
cars
minor.
today. She doesn't need this in her life.
Walks up to him and says,
She needs to go home, drink a glass of red wine, and enjoy her stories. We got you, Tammy.
"What are you doing with the cameras? What are you recording?" And my son said something.
Walks up to your son?
Yeah, I was about, I don't know, 5-10 feet behind him. So he said something to the effect of, "Well, what are you filming for? What are the cameras for?" Something, I don't remember. We'd have to watch the video. And my son just said, "I'm not interested in answering your questions. I'm just doing what I do." And the guy walked up, grabbed his hand, and started pulling him in towards him.
So he reached, grabbed your son's hand?
Yes. Yep.
We would like to, because I mean, if it's evidence to a crime, you don't have to show it to us.
Okay.
Well, I would. It's up to you what you want to do, but I would suggest you press charges against him.
Yeah, I would like to.
I mean, that's... he's 17?
He's 17. Yep.
He's 17.
Yeah, he's a minor.
Okay, well, where's his parents?
I'm his father.
You're his father?
your choice.
Do you want to prosecute for any charges?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're
Yeah.
the father, so
Yep,
you
he
take
walked up and grabbed him, and then the guy grabbed his hand, was pulling him in towards him. Love Nebos, by the way, good flashlight.
Okay.
And then my son did what he had to do. He took his pepper spray out, sprayed
Do
him.
you have the recording about what happened?
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, one of us is good. He'll show you his, and I'll keep recording.
What's
'cause-
your name?
Huz Khalifa says, unrelated but important to Hannah, I'm in a circular room and my posters aren't in frames. How do I fix this? Move to a room more conducive for posters and frames.
Name, sir?
My name is Jason. First name is Jason, Jason.
Jason?
Yeah.
Last name? And just, why are you guys here recording?
Why am I here recording?
Yeah,
Just doing what I do. That's what I do for a
That's
living.
what you do for a living?
Yes. So we're doing a little story about the emissions.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I
So-
said, we never went on their property. No
So
issues
no,
with the employees.
no problems with employees, but this...
The employee actually came out and said, "You guys are fine doing what you do. Just don't come on the property." We said, "No problem."
Thank you, sir.
Yep. No, thank you. And can I just get your name and badge number so I know who I
It's
spoke
right
with?
here. He does.
I can't read.
1028,
Okay.
63.
1028. Okay.
Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you right now.
All right. No, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Me and my father were standing there, not too far from each other, and the guy walked out. Okay.
Yeah, I saw.
Called the police, but if they're here, if he called them on himself, that's up to him. So hopefully trained. That's
That's
well, because you know what I equate it to? It's like, let's say this guy was walking down the street and I had some name of a band on my shirt, and he doesn't, or a football team, and he doesn't like that football team. That's the same thing. You walk
he
up and
can't come
grab
up
me.
to you.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no. And then I explained to them, like, look, man, everybody's rights end where somebody else's rights begin.
that's correct.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Here you go, sir.
Like
this
his
is the
right-
case number.
Okay.
That's my name. That's my badge. Okay.
Okay.
That's where I'm gonna document the incident.
All right, very good.
his right to privacy ends
Are you
at your
able to
right to
send
not
me
be
the
assaulted.
video?
Hi, Drake.
For evidence.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you're going to want his
And the same
video, I'm
thing.
sure. That's the first person.
I'll send you.
Wow, they're actually gonna do like a... Are they gonna arrest the guy or just give him a court date?
Let's just ask him.
I'll ask him.
Well, but my whole thing is, and you know,
Huz Khalifa says, oh, why not just move? Hannah exposed to secret Ben Shapiro fan. For who, Ben? To fucking Aquaman? Rageology says you can rig something using black cardboard and flexible clear plastic. True believers always find a way. True.
You know what? I'm the kind of guy, I think if you leave your house, right, and you forgot your keys or you forgot your wallet, and you
Okay,
get
I don't care about your personal philosophy. I just want to see if the guy gets arrested.
These cars, it's gone now. Used to.
Do that, sir. It's just the thing nowadays. That's. You know what I mean? What can I tell you? People do that.
I'm gonna step out of the way and let you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry I touched you.
Oh, God. Kindergarten fucking adults. I'm sorry.
I still was just curious what this is about. I don't understand. But if you're not going to tell me, that's fine.
I'd be happy to explain it to you now.
No, we're not talking. You and I are not talking.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't understand. I thought maybe you
have that attitude. I don't want to.
No. Listen, I thought maybe you were doing a school project or something. I just was curious. I didn't want to.
You know what? Since it's my decision, then go ahead. Let's go ahead with the arrest. Then let's just do that. That's not an apology. That's not sincere, and I'm not.
Look at here.
No, I'm not interested in it. I'm not. I don't want to hear any of it.
I am sorry that.
No, I don't want to hear any of it. I'm just going to proceed with filing charges, and that's the end of
Avoid
it.
an argument. Let's get back over here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, we're just going to go ahead and press charges and handle it that way. Okay. I'm not going to change my mind at this point. I don't flip back and forth. That's the end of it.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was what it was going to be. So.
Well, I was actually shocked when I saw him walking out here. I said, wow, he's actually going to apologize?
H-Bird says, this is giving me flashbacks to working as a day camp counselor. The 6-year-olds would handle it better.
Very interesting. But no, that's it. I'm done. I don't flip-flop. You got one chance. We gave it to you. I was even going to explain to him what we're doing.
Do metal posters need frames? No. Nor do canvas prints that are actually, like, on wood.
I was actually hoping I could explain to him what we're doing. He would feel...
When I say posters need frames, I am talking about either paper or cloth posters that don't have, like, aren't framed on canvas.
Better about it. We could shake hands, drop the charges, all leave. Lesson learned by everybody here involved today, but, you know, obviously, you know.
At Gmail.
Watching.
Watch. Do you have any more questions for us?
The only other question I was going to ask you is can you tell me exactly what he's being charged with?
Assault.
Assault, and is there a degree or how does that?
It's just misdemeanor assault. It's a 3rd-degree misdemeanor.
3rd-degree misdemeanor.
Yeah,
Okay.
assault, no injury.
Okay. So you don't need us anymore.
No, sir. You guys are good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wanted to give the guy a chance. I was hoping he would handle it properly. You know, I
don't even know if they arrest the guy for that. Well, maybe they have to book him. I don't know. Either way, very strange interaction. Got a pepper spray out of it, so that's good. Not good, but, you know, entertaining. I think Gavin CM is upset about the algorithm not promoting his videos or something. And I think he does a literally 1984.
Wow, okay, look at that. I got a little swamp thing going on there. It's actually just where my gray water, my drain line comes out. But it's not all bad, right? I got my own little personal swamp right there. You know, I actually did a video last night, but I'm going to try to do this whole video without using the keywords, the trigger words that trigger the algorithm. All right, I did a video this last night, but I was in my underwear. And I'm like, no, no one wants to see that. All right, well, okay, Sandra. But anyways,
see you soon, May. Have a good day.
We got war. We got the government imprisoning, the police murdering, people's speech being silenced by the government, even more so perhaps by the algorithms. Now, you know, in 1984, stop and think about this. In 1984...
Literally 1984. YouTube won't promote his videos. This is literally 1984.
It was fascism and control of your speech, of what you did, of where you went. But there was like cameras monitoring you and your TV, and there was people behind those. You had to have human energy behind it. It's actually worse what we're coming into now because the
literally 1492.
Algorithms are silencing us. We're being silenced automatically by the networks.
Literally 1969.
That are supposed to allow us to communicate. If we don't speak with the words and fit the algorithms that they tell us. So we actually have to avoid our speech. And that's why today I'm not using any of the algorithm words, even though I could probably get away with it.
Literally 1999.
So while you have war and while you have people being imprisoned, like Schaefer, people being executed, people like Jeff Winehouse, people like Leonard Peltier, the system and the corruption and the abuse keeps on going. But the ability to speak out becomes more and more limited by what the corporations who work with those and are part of those doing the abusing, they create the algorithms to 1984, or maybe it's to 2080 for us. And you look at all these things and you have people's countries being invaded. But ironically, and this is what really throws me about people being invaded, don't get me wrong, I support anyone whose homes are being invaded by these other thug politicians defending themselves. I don't necessarily support their politicians. Don't you think it's weird that the same media that united on this illness that we've been dealing with for the past few years, not going to say the keyword, not going to...
Oh no, he's a COVID denier.
Going to say the algorithm, that united on that unite against our civil rights, that support our government, that it invades and bombs and do I need to say Yemen and places like that? There's so many. The list goes on from the USA. And that support that government, but suddenly they're all united against this war of these people over here on the other side of the world. Not that I'm not with those people defending themselves, but this media, why is this media all united? They're all united for the one politician and against the other, like clockwork, like a certain illness. And just as all this is happening, the inflation's going through the roof, all this crazy stuff is happening, cost of living is going up and the chance of living is going down. As this is happening, what do they throw to distract us? Because they have this going for a few weeks and then one guy, another guy, famous guys.
Is he like literally just going full conspiracy theorist at this point? He literally thinks the Will Smith slap thing is some sort of deep state distraction. For those who don't know, this was a sovereign citizen who fled the United States on misdemeanor charges and went to Mexico. So he's a fugitive in Mexico to avoid misdemeanor charges. And now he makes videos like this about how corrupt the US is. No, I'm not saying the US government and institutions aren't corrupt. I am saying fleeing the United States to Mexico on a misdemeanor charge and making conspiracy videos makes you a wacko. Alec Holland says, these chuds need to keep Leonard Peltner's name out of their mouths. That man is a genuine freedom fighter who actually stood up for something and spent most of his life in prison for it. Narnia Owl says he sounds just like Cece. Nick says, why are they all united against a literal invader? Yeah, and again, America has done quite a neo-imperialism in many places in the world. I'm also against that. But that doesn't make this thing Russia is doing right. I will call out the wrong things if the US does them, and I'll do it if Russia does them. People like this seem to think that just because the United States doesn't criticize itself enough on the things it does means all of a sudden it can't criticize Russia for also doing a bad. That doesn't really make sense.
Right? I'm not even gonna say. I'm not.
Lily Love Stuff says, this guy is even dumber than the one who fled to Belarus to get out of the charges for January 6th.
I'm gonna say the word. How do I spell that in the title without saying it? One guy, another guy. And that's what all the world's talking about, making memes. I've been trying not even to comment on those. I get memes, right? I can appreciate that. Because one guy, another guy, which happens every day at bars all across the world, and no one gives a rat's behind, but suddenly it's used to, again, what? Divide. One side says, oh, the guy that was defending his woman. The other guy says the guy that has no self-control, and it was all just stupid. And the other third side says, well, it was all just a setup, which is entirely possible because guess what? The same media that's promoting that story is the same media that united on the illness. It's the same media that's united on which politician is the hero in the current war, even though they don't bother to speak out when our politicians are murdering and robbing. I don't want this to come across like I'm not supporting the people defending their homes, because I am. What I'm questioning is the narratives and the politicians. Why is it that even though we're all talking about what's going on with the war, you can barely actually find out what's really going on despite all of it? Because guess what?
You can go and look things up on the internet. I'm not going to promise you that everything's going to be unbiased, but you can find, like, reports on what's going on day by day in the Ukrainian conflict. Rosalind Faye says, being a part of January 6th seems like a reason to flee the U.S. Based on the minimal charges most of these people are getting, I can't agree. I wish it was a valid reason. I wish they were getting charges that justified that sort of, like, freaking out. But most of them are getting slaps on the wrist, so... Stone Corbell says, Mia Mulder recently did a cool video about how we have to self-censor and use coded language to talk about serious issues on TikTok and YouTube without the algorithm hiding our videos. I know, I've talked to Baja about this too, because I, of course, put these videos on YouTube. So sometimes I try and tiptoe around certain words or whatever. Similarly for the algorithm for monetization purposes, or just to make sure it gets in people's subscription boxes. And it's just so childish and silly because we all know what we're talking about, whether we have to talk about, like, SA or the R word or, like, anything along those lines, certain diseases or whatever. I usually just say COVID because I don't do conspiracy theories on them, you know, at least not positive, and if I am, I'm debunking them. But, like, it's so childish that we are all still talking about the exact same things, but in coded language to appease advertisers, which isn't even doing the thing that they want it to do because we're still talking about these topics. We're just talking about them in coded language. It's childish. It's ridiculous. It's insanity, but that's just a whatever grievance. There are bigger issues. I just find it really weird.
But the algorithms are controlling us. And we're coming into this era of the AI algorithm that is controlled by the corporation, by the tyrant, by the fascist. So we thought we had a way to beat the fascism because now we had a way to communicate like this right here, like we've never been able to in history. We can speak. And yet here we are. So what next? How do we beat the algorithm?
Oh, Gavin.
Hey guys, Gav.
Rachology says, to settle the discussion, would a good rule of thumb be if the piece of wall art is primarily two-dimensional and unable to hold its own shape when vertical without support, then a frame is mandatorily required? Yes, I've spent the last few minutes trying to phrase this so it has as few loopholes as possible. Yes, I'm putting off doing the washing up. Yeah, if I had to make a genie wish, that's probably about how I would handle it. Narnindia says, wonder if they do it on purpose to reinforce the narrative that they're being censored and daring to talk about things they aren't supposed to. Maybe. I don't know. Courtroom Karens, maybe? Courtroom Karens.
And are you asking the court to enter an order restraining the respondent from any contact with you?
Yes, Your Honor.
I've taken your statements in your petition as part of your testimony, but I need you to tell me briefly, in your own words, what happened to cause you to ask for a domestic violence order.
Yes, Your Honor. Things have been escalating, I guess, since the first of the year. And Melissa's had a couple of MIWs and a couple arrests. And she got out of jail in, I guess, April. And she started, we hadn't really had anything personal up until that point. She got out of jail in April. And she started.
My personal life is none of your business, John. It has nothing to do with
Miss Hardwick.
Did she just tell the judge it's none of your effing business? That's not a good legal strategy.
No.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become disruptive.
I don't care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to him.
She will be arrested for contempt of the court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
Oh no! Yeah. The bailiff will tackle you. The bailiff's tackled her. Yeah, that'll happen. You ever think the bailiffs, when something finally does happen, go like, yes, finally? Because like 99% of the time, the bailiff just kind of stands there, doesn't do much, just kind of watches things. You know, when it's time for the judge to come in, all rise, you know. Just seems like, yeah, at least I got to do something today, I don't know. Is there any more about the sovereign citizen lady who wanted to represent herself a little bit ago and had that revoked by the judge? I know at one point she had a continuance for an unspecified illness, which I speculated was COVID based on her clear derision for masks and vaccines. I don't know if she ever had another hearing after that continuance. If she did, I know the judge was requiring her to get a lawyer at that point. They had revoked her right to represent herself, which they are able to do. So I don't think it would be very interesting, but if anyone is familiar with if that happened, I would be glad to watch the video on stream. And India Owl says, this is like the equivalent of traveling sovereign citizen provoking a window smash. Yeah.
Wait and see.
No, nothing new from Marcel. He's still on the run as far as I know.
After spending nearly 5 months in jail, Melissa Hardwick pleads guilty to intimidating a participant in a legal process. She avoids any further jail time by agreeing to a court-ordered diversion or rehabilitation program for 5 years.
Stay in there, champ. You can take it, champ. You can take it.
This is the arraignment of 20-year-old Spencer Allen Boston. At a traffic stop 2 months earlier, Boston received citations for speeding and simple possession of marijuana.
Rachology says, one of the many odd things living under democratic monarchy that has no separation of church and state is that if you keep lodging appeals up to the authority chain, then at a certain point you're technically arguing with God.
As he walks up to the podium, Judge Haywood Barry's informed that Boston has a special request.
I spoke to Mr. Boston. He said he wants to represent himself in this case. I told him today was just an arraignment. It's either guilty, not guilty type day. To which he responded, I just want to plead my case to the court. So he didn't want to talk to me after that, so that's why he was started talking, son.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug, and it's been.
I don't disagree. I'm glad that there's been a wave of legalization around the country. I don't think people should be going to jail or wasting the court's time or money for weed. Who cares what people do? It's fine. It's less harmful than alcohol. As long as you're not harming others, as long as you're not getting behind the wheel of a car, it's fine. Great. Do the weed. Do a marijuana.
It's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life.
Wait, did he just say it's been around for ages since the 80s and 90s?
And it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
Does he think marijuana came into existence in the 80s? Yes, Ronald Reagan, the inventor of marijuana. Just Reaganomics and the invention of the weed plant.
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is Tennessee still has it against the law.
Yeah, again, I don't disagree. I don't think people should go to jail for marijuana. But the judge has no power over that. The judge's job is to, like, rule on matters of law, not write the law.
I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature to get that change.
Yes, sir.
And if you get it changed,
Judge Barry quickly returns to the matter at hand.
now, if you want to plead guilty, you can today. But if you want a trial, we can give you a trial on the officer state, which it's Officer Vincent.
Officer Vincent?
You want to fix trial day?
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun. Then you make another speech.
As the judge works with court employees to schedule a trial date,
May 7th.
Boston decides to take action.
Is he about to do what I think he's gonna do? This guy's a fucking legend. An idiot, but also a legend. You can be legendarily stupid, right? Is he about to do what I think he's gonna do? Please, please do what I think you're gonna do. This is gonna be amazing.
As he pulls out what appears to be a joint.
You know, that's an epically bad decision, but it's also pretty funny. The judge should have just been like, puff, puff, pass, loser, bring it up. Does anyone in this courtroom have a black light on them?
No one seems to notice until...
I'm going to adjourn to my chambers so I can listen to Led Zeppelin for a while, okay? I'm gonna actually, you know what? No, strike that. I need a blacklight poster, a copy of Wizard of Oz, and Pink Floyd's The Wall. No, wait, Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon is the one that's supposed to... Nick says, based. H. Baird says, how dare you laugh? This man has the courage of his convictions. Emphasis on conviction.
Shockingly, he lights up.
Judge Hannah, you've been in your chambers for 6 hours. I need more Doritos!
And this time it's noticed immediately.
This is hilarious.
We the people deserve better.
Boston may have finally pleaded his case.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
But he's immediately taken away by the...
I hope he got a good hit. It'll at least make his time in jail feel a little better for the first hour or so.
Court officer. And Judge Barry gets the final word.
Take me to jail.
Slapping Boston with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession.
Hello, family. Hope all is well. Smash that subscription button. Smash that like button. Also hit that
Funny.
We all know Karen's was arrested for violating state orders because she can't have it her way after failing to give her testimony.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call...
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the
Spazzy Shinobi, thanks for 10
whole
months.
truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no? Are you going to tell the truth?
She then gets fined $7,500 and gets 93 days contempt of court. Take a look at her reaction.
In silence, I understand her attorney is on here. Where is her?
$7,500. That is insane. Overthought says, ma'am, this isn't a Wendy's either.
Her attorney. Again, say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days. Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court. Do you understand, ma'am? You certainly may remain silent. Where is your attorney?
An article later came out with the judge saying you have selfishly not followed the orders and you've not followed them for your own financial gain. She was later released from jail after closing her restaurant and paying a $15,000 contempt of court fine.
Jesus. Yeah, she was in court for I accidentally skipped the front part. She was in court for having her restaurant open despite COVID guidelines saying it needed to be closed. This was like, earlier in the pandemic. So yeah, she was defying COVID orders and then was slapped with a large fine for contempt, which she was already in court for, ignoring rules.
Now, what happens when you have
oppositional defiant disorder?
Have no understanding of the law, but think you can tell the judge how it works? Well, this lady's about to find out.
Find the case of Nicoletti versus Stevens, case number 0672178-2PH.
What do I think's going to happen to Alex Jones now that he's being fined every day? At some point, he'll show up and the contempt charges will be vacated, and at that point, he'll get the money back. That's just a guess, though, because that's how that works. I looked at the ruling on that. Alex Jones is paying $25,000 a day, and then every day it adds another $25,000. So for the first day, he doesn't do the deposition or schedule it. It's $25,000. Second day, it's $50,000 on top of that $25,000. Next day, it's $75,000 on top of the previous. So it keeps getting larger and larger and larger. And that's a lot of money. However, if he decides to schedule the deposition and shows up, then those charges are vacated and the money will be returned to him. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. Eventually, he'll just realize he can't fundraise his way out of this in perpetuity. Who knows, though? Maybe he'll just stop paying and he'll get arrested. That'd be pretty funny.
May it please the court, Your Honor. Paul Nicoletti appearing on behalf of self.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on his what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense.
A frivolous and vexatious PPO. So there's a thing called a vexatious litigant, which basically means someone is continually bringing frivolous lawsuits against people. So vexatious, I don't know the specific definition, but basically it means this is bullshit, but illegal. Hydrate. Lily Lovestuff says, honestly, listening to the depositions in the Sandy Hook InfoWars case are insanity. The amount that morons are getting paid working there is horrifyingly high. I know.
I am not stalking.
PPO is a personal protection order. It's a restraining order.
I haven't signed a PPO.
His petition for a PPO. Let me.
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't. But may.
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
Her attitude and entitlement ends up landing her a $500 fine, but take a look at what happens next.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion, taking up this court's time for no good reason other than your own personal vendetta against this man for whatever reason you may have, and I really don't care because it does not involve me or my court. However, had I issued a PPO, you would have a basis to be before me. I did not issue a PPO. He did not pursue his right to a hearing on the PPO. You were never served, and here you are taking up my time so that you want me to chastise him and make him pay money? No, ma'am. Your relief is denied, and in addition to that, I am sanctioning you with costs of $500 forthwith to the county clerk's office.
Thank you, Your
Honor.
$500. Could have bought a PS5 with that. Not worth it.
It was fixed.
I beg your pardon?
I knew it was fixed.
Don't do that. Don't talk back to the court. That's not good.
Now, we've all seen window cleaners going up and down skyscrapers and thought, what if the cable broke? Well, this Karen made it happen. When she saw ropes outside her window, she decided to cut.
Lenny, thanks for following. H. Baird says, I'm starting to get the feeling from watching these that Judge Judy has a pretty normal demeanor for a judge. Surprisingly.
The rope out of anger. This made it impossible for the two men to get down. Luckily, a couple spotted the men and offered for them to come inside.
This is a complete non sequitur.
She still denies attempting to assassinate the artist.
Able to order a latte from like you because you are just such an incredible human, and like I want everything for you, like everything you want right now, like I want it.
Now she keeps on.
Karen tries to arrest a
We've seen-
cop. That's not good.
On the cops' behalf, right? Well, not to these two. We've seen a lot of cops.
Alec Collins says, just in case you or anyone want to know who Leonard Peltier, is it Peltier? Or is it Peltier? Peltier? And someone who wouldn't want his name used by chuds. Leonard Peltier. Where did that video go?
Cops arresting Karens here on Karma, but what we haven't seen before is a Karen arresting a cop, or at least attempting to.
You work for me. We're your masters. You are the criminals.
We have this wonderful, not cringeworthy at all video clip from the YouTube channel Freedom Lovers Show. In short, these two Karens had a friend who was arrested the day prior to this clip for not leaving the premises of a business after being asked to do so. This man was then released 2 hours later. Sounds pretty fair on the cops' behalf, right? Well, not to these two Karens and whoever their cameraman is.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
So, sorry, you can go ahead.
Yeah. We are here because we want to file charges against Officer Mendoza because there was an unlawful imprisonment yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if you guys know about what hold on please.
Yeah.
602 is the penal code which describes trespass.
Okay.
There's absolutely nothing in there that would allow the officer to arrest my friend. There was actually 2 friends that were harassed yesterday.
In a public federal building.
Yeah, a federal building.
Okay.
And then we just want to make sure that you guys know about Title 42, 1983,
Okay.
which gives us the ability to strip you of your immunity and sue you.
This Karen just discovered Google and now thinks she knows the law better than someone who upholds and enforces it every working day of their career.
And then there's also Title 18, 242, which is deprivation of rights under color of law.
Okay.
So when...
Like, you don't get to unanimously decide that. Like, there are cases in which cops can have their immunity stripped under certain circumstances, but you don't get to unilaterally decide that. Like, I don't like what this cop did. I am removing their immunity thing and personally suing them. That's a motion you would have to put before a judge that would have to look at the matter at hand and then make a legal determination. You don't get to just decide it. Hydrate.
You guys have taken an oath to the Constitution and you violate our rights. These are actually criminal charges that we can file against you.
Okay.
In this lesson, we will be finding the mathematical answer to answer the question of who asked.
And I know you've got a lot of things to do, but we have a lot of things to do.
No, I understand
too.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and Title 18, 241 doesn't really apply yesterday because that's conspiracy against rights.
Okay.
But you guys can be fined.
Okay.
You can be imprisoned, and then there's even more serious.
Do you ever look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Penalties that we can file against you. So we would like to file charges.
Okay.
How
And that's why
You saw the whitest bumper sticker ever, straight out of MPG. What's MPG? Miles per gallon? What does MPG mean in this case?
How do we go about doing that?
Did you guys know that cops can be fined and go to prison as well? Yeah, I did too. But somehow Karen here missed the memo.
How do we go about doing that?
and that's why I'm here. So
Okay.
I understand that's a lot, and you guys have a lot on your mind.
No, I would say we're probably just a well-informed.
Yeah,
Well-educated,
we're just getting started.
Peaceful people that are sick and tired of having our rights violated.
Okay.
So we want to hold
But
you guys
Hannah,
accountable.
she said the magical law words.
Was that Terry?
The magical
Mhm.
law
Is Terry his
words.
supervisor?
True.
Okay, that's our.
I cast Counterspell, though.
In a matter of 30 minutes.
Which is a reaction. And I have not used mine this round yet, so.
Is all I'm asking of your patience. Okay?
Wait, I gotta make a intelligence check to see if it succeeds. I got a 3, but the DC was 1, so.
It's gonna be no sooner than that, unfortunately.
That was a well put together D&D joke, calling her stupid. You're welcome.
Okay, so kidnapping is not serious.
What am I supposed to do? What do you want? Why are you leaping around there, throwing those things all up over there in my face? Huh? What do you want?
So
That's
now
not.
for you guys to
It's trespassing is more serious for them.
Right. Okay, but you guys showed up yesterday within 1 minute. To arrest my friend for trespassing, and you, I mean, clearly you don't even know what the trespass means, the 602 Penal Code.
I'm telling
so
you
I want to be able to hand that over, but 30 minutes for unlawful imprisonment and kidnapping is not serious enough for anybody to come over here.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
This Karen could honestly write a 50-chapter book in a day, with the amount of words that she's putting in this cop's mouth, trying to manipulate what he's saying.
One is not available until 2.
I see.
Okay? The phone that you continued to call was tying up emergency lines. Okay, so I wanted to contact you guys. I understand.
We've been trying to do this since yesterday.
Okay, I understand that, but you called, you made a call for service, and it was registered, but I wanted to speak with you to let you know that you do not need to continue to call and to call and to call, okay? Because you will be helped. It's just a matter of time.
We do need to continue to call because this is a serious crime that we need.
And we have other things to attend to too.
Yeah,
so we can't stand out here and wait.
Come on, you've got to admit it. Karen has a point here. Judging by their demeanor and actions, they probably have their hourly AA meeting to attend to. Come on, man, just let them arrest your workmate and get it done with.
So why have we been made to wait for half an hour
Because you're requesting to speak with a supervisor.
report a kidnapping?
But you're requesting to speak with a supervisor.
This is a kidnapping.
It's not a kidnapping. Being arrested is a kidnapping.
Can you start the paperwork on? I'd like to press charges on the post office.
I like to press charges on the post office. She really said that. And if you're confused about why the blonde Karen is mentioning kidnapping, it's because that's what she's labeling their friend's lawful arrest as.
Okay.
So
that's
let's start
the federal
that.
building. You're going to need to contact the federal office. They have their own.
Why did you guys?
Why did you? Is that out of your jurisdiction? What were you doing in there?
Charges. I'm not too sure about that.
Why
So I
did you
don't know how
guys
to
show
go
up
about
on a
that.
federal building?
Okay. So.
Why did you guys
if you
show
want to
up
press
on
charges
a?
against them, you're going to need to speak.
She's asking you a question.
Why did you guys show up on
They
a federal
contacted
building?
us for trespass.
And we're contacting you to press
I
charges.
understand that. So what I'm saying.
So talk your way out of that.
I'm not talking my way out of anything.
We're not having this anymore.
Okay.
You get it?
And you
We're
can-
sick
you can-
and tired
you
of
can
this with
explain
you
all of-
guys.
Nick says she's whining about being kidnapped, but in reality she's a kid who needs a nap. 6 out of 10.
So are you refusing to start these police reports?
As you can probably guess, the supervisor was able to build up the courage to take these two on. Props to him, and honestly, things just get weirder and weirder.
An unlawful imprisonment and kidnapping yesterday because we have here, do you know what the penal code is for trespassing? Do you know what it is? What is it? 602. Okay, can you show me anywhere in the trespassing how it is that my friends violated that yesterday?
I don't know what friend you're talking about.
Well, I had two friends. One was actually arrested. Yes. Can you show us in here what he violated in the Penal Code 602?
Presumably, wherever they were, told them to leave, and then they didn't. So they were trespassed.
I didn't arrest
That
him.
would cause you. Okay, well, you're the
He was
supervisor.
there. You can show us.
He didn't arrest him.
But you were there.
Okay, well, are you?
Do you have anything else that you need from us?
We want to press charges.
Are you?
If it's federal law that you're trying to press charges on, are you talking, what do you want to press charges on?
On the officer and on the post office.
Okay, but okay, so whoever this was, their friend was in a post office, was told to leave, didn't, was trespassed and arrested for trespassing, which is the saddest thing to be arrested for, honestly. What are you in for? I stood in a place I wasn't allowed to stand. And now she's mad about it. This is over trespassing charges. That's a misdemeanor. That might even be a ticket.
Post office. The post office is the federal government. We don't do federal government laws.
Then why did you come and arrest our friend yesterday?
To recuperate, in short, they want to arrest a police officer for arresting their friend. This is what we call a Karen moment.
I'm not trying to be rude. You guys want to be rude, you guys can be rude. But I, as a public citizen, don't have to listen to you guys being disrespectful or rude.
Oh, absolutely you do.
You demand the post office be arrested? See, this is why my Etsy orders keep being late. Keep arresting the goddamn post office!
Public servants doesn't give you the authority to scream and yell at us.
The disrespect some of these Karens hand officers just continues to shock me. They literally report kids selling water on the street to these guys and then turn around and talk to them like this.
From my understanding, just so you know that I wasn't there, I was told he left the building. He was told by the officer to leave the building as a representative of the post office. He came back in and he refused to leave for trespassing. That's it.
Why it is that you were willing to arrest him, but now you're claiming that you don't have jurisdiction over a federal building?
No, we don't have jurisdiction for what the federal code is. If you have a complaint against the post office, I can't do anything about that. You have to take it up with the federal government. Do you know what the guidelines are for the post office? You might want to look those up.
Okay, but I just want to be clear. You work for me. You know what you need to hold on just a second. Okay,
again, I told you if you're not going to let me finish,
okay, then I think you should probably take these with you.
They're struggling to structure sentences properly, and yet still have the audacity to try and lecture law enforcers about the law.
They keep
arresting you for trespassing.
So you were going to this is the penal code for trespassing.
I know, I just told you that.
Can you explain? You arrested him, so...
I did not arrest him. But stop making accusations that I arrested somebody. It's not going to affect your citizen's arrest, no.
Okay, so you're refusing to do your job. So can you...
I'm not refusing to do my job. He was asked to leave the property.
Can you show it to me?
You have the section, you can read it.
We read it. We don't see anything there. You're the one who violated our...
Your lack of reading comprehension isn't the responsibility of other people.
Again, did I violate anyone's rights?
Your officer Are you the supervisor?
This mumbo-jumbo went back and forth for a while until the cops had finally had enough. Honestly, if I were a cop, I'd rather respond to a bank robbery than deal with these guys for any longer than 5 minutes. So the cop wraps things up and the Karens felt the need to just go that extra mile.
Did you guys take an oath to the Constitution?
Are we done?
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Constitution? Aren't you supposed to be protecting us, our rights against tyrants?
Which I told you guys can do.
You're not going to help
We have an arrest report.
You guys have become the criminals. Is this what you wanted when you took an oath?
I'm not here to argue with you.
Yes, you are. You're supposed to indulge me. You work for me. We're your masters.
What do you want to? What do you want to bet this lady has like an "All Lives Matter" sign on her car, or had a thin blue line flag, but since like scraped it off because her friend got trespassed and she's mad about it?
Masters.
You're
not dismissed.
You are criminals, and you're not dismissed,
Man, oh man, she's their master now. And did you see the smile on the face of the second Karen after yelling through that megaphone? It looks like as if she's a 5-year-old who just discovered an iPhone. I
think that's someone who had a megaphone. That's someone who bought a megaphone once and was like, I have an opportunity to use my megaphone that I bought.
Cops are really shivering in their boots, dreading what's coming to them now. If you made it this far through this, then well done.
Okay, let's watch one without the meme edits, shall we? Oh god, delete laws. Do we need to do delete laws being an a-hole?
The owner came up. She was very, and they take you down to the jail and they treat you like a piece of crap. Right. And they strip search you. Yes. And then they book you. Yes. And then when you go into the dungeon, it's just packed full of bodies.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That jail is overpacking. The reason why he wouldn't let you go back there and told you to come back on visitation day. You want to know the real reason why you got to come back on visitation day?
Because
they ship half of them out, and it'd be perfect.
Yep.
Swear to God, you're always. I laid on a mat underneath a telephone one day and slept because there was nowhere to be. They were so overcrowded.
Oh, they cuffed you and took you to the dungeon?
I had to stay in B3. That's a men's cell. They put me in B3.
Did you have to get strip searched?
Yep.
You turn around, squat, and cough.
No,
That's anybody.
They never done that to me. They done to her to torture her is what they did.
They did.
They make me face them and squat down and cough 3 times.
Oh, so you had to do the same thing.
Yes.
Turn around, squat down, and cough. So
Yes.
you had 3 turnarounds. They really need to look up your bottom.
Yeah.
They have to look up inside of you.
And I told him, I was like, I would not ever bring anything. Like, I didn't even go.
Aaron, with 12 months on a 9-month streak, says it's a baby. It's a 9-month streak, but 12 months. Do people usually do stream babies for streaks or just in total? Because I usually do them in total. Either way, if you think it's a baby, I'll name this baby. This baby's name is Edmund Gerald Haley.
The only thing I went to jail for was a disorderly conduct because my
Disorderly conduct again.
You read it wrong? Well, you got a baby anyway.
My dad was hitting my mother,
It's just a very big baby. It came out at 12 months.
and I hit him back.
So another disorderly conduct where someone's going to, it's his right.
Should I let him and shit? Only reason why they did that is because he asked for his blood pressure medicine.
He asked for his blood pressure
And they
medication.
beat him until he died.
Yep. Well, come on down here and do it. I'll come up there. I'm coming. I'm walking right up. Guy's screaming he's going to run me out of town. Okay. Well, do you want to have a talk? Let's talk. I'm up here all by myself. Did you want to talk?
I don't have nothing to say to you. I think you're a fucking scumbag, man.
Okay.
You've invited everybody out.
I'm right here, though. I came to talk to you.
I have nothing to say to you.
But you said you wanted to talk. You wanted to run me out of town. Why am I here?
I want you to leave our town. You are a fucking scumbag.
No, nobody else does, though.
Hey. Hey, it is what.
Do you know it? Do you know what's happening? Do you know what's happening? I'm asking you.
If I knew what's happening, I'd be on your team.
Well, did it happen to you?
Disagree.
I don't want you guys getting in each other's faces. Please stay apart.
Yes, sir.
We're
I
peace
will.
here, bro.
Yes, sir.
I'm about peace, dude. I don't want to fight you.
I'm the same way.
Okay.
It pisses me off because
Okay.
I think.
You think what?
I think you're a scumbag.
Okay, that's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I think you're a wussy.
listen,
I think you're a giant pussy. I'm just telling you what I think.
you can prove me.
I think you're out of shape and you don't take care of yourself.
You say that all the time. I'm giving you an invite right now. If you
I don't want to
it,
fight you, man. I'm just saying what I think. You said you think
You've
I'm scum.
invited everyone else. You've invited every cop.
I'm allowed to tell you.
Every single cop in a badge. You've invited. They're cowards.
Yeah, because I want to do a charity event.
I'm going to do a charity event. I'll do it right here.
No, that would be assault. That would be assault. It would too.
Sign the waiver, motherfucker.
Right. If we have a waiver in a legal arena,
Sign
that's
it.
different. That's
Sign
different.
it.
But hold on. Wait. No. Don't tear your shirt off. Listen. They'll try to arrest me.
That guy's ready. That guy's ready to go. Let's have a street fight.
Me for inciting a riot. Okay. You got to keep your cool. Now hold on a minute. No. You told me you thought I was scum. I said I thought you were wuss.
That guy was just talking about how much jail sucks, and he was about to get an assault and battery charge for funsies in, like, the Kroger parking lot or wherever this is.
See, so we told each other how we think. Okay, now hold on a second. Now, to be fair to everybody, let's give this gentleman. Hold on, just to be fair. Okay.
I'm good.
I'm not going to attack you, brother. I can stand right next to you. I'm not going to fight you, dude.
No, wait, that might be a Buffalo Wild Wings. That'd be a big Buffalo Wild Wings, though.
But I want to give this gentleman a. Hold on a second. Let's.
Is that a Buffalo Wild Wings? The sign's kind of blurry. I want to know what parking lot they're gonna get assault charges in.
Mediate this fairly. We're Americans, right?
Why are men? I don't know. Testosterone.
Do you love America? Do you love America?
Absolutely.
Then give him his chance to speak.
Do you love America? We're gonna fight in this CVS parking lot if you love America.
Everybody heard you.
I don't have nothing against
We all heard you. Let him speak now.
I will.
Now, what do you want to tell him? Fair and square.
He popped his shirt back on, okay? Situation de-escalated. The wife beater is concealed. When you see the wife beater, you're one step away from a fist fight. When it goes back on, all right, doomsday clock, another minute away from midnight. We're good.
Crooked. Yeah, they are the crookedest motherfuckers around here, brother. Let me tell you something. They pulled us over. Hold on. 5 times, all right? Ask me for my ID. I'm in a passenger seat. Is that right? Can you tell me, is that right?
It's a conversation.
I'm not a cop.
But
I don't
he's
know.
telling-
I don't. The only thing I'm trying to do is get in the back seat of the car. How many times you been arrested? Been arrested a lot.
5 times a week.
I mean, dude. Over nothing over a 10
Oh, so it hasn't happened to you, so it couldn't happen to
No,
him.
no. Trust me. I'm not an innocent person.
You're not?
Chili.
You've been arrested too?
I've been arrested.
Okay, so everybody goes to the dungeon. Then why do you back the blue?
What do you mean? Because
Was it overcrowded when you went to the jail?
I was wrong.
Were there bodies from wall to wall in the jail?
When I
Was there?
arrested, I was wrong.
But was there bodies from wall to wall in the jail? Yes.
I went down
Answer
to,
me.
I went down to the drunk tank on a DUI.
Okay.
Yes. I deserved every
God, this whole parking lot's full of fucking winners, isn't it?
ounce of what I got.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I don't think you did.
Look,
But
you can do whatever.
But are you going to invalidate what happened to him? That doesn't count. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm going to tell you something.
Does it count or not? Does it count? Is he lying? You called me a scum. I told you what I thought of you. We had it out.
With him. I think that you,
Is he telling the truth?
personally.
I'm a scumbag. I got you. I'm scum. I'm scum. I'm scum. Now, how about this? I'm here because of guys like this.
Hey,
I'm here because of guys like this.
keep on fighting your fight.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
I appreciate and respect it.
Hey, I respect you stand up here like a man. I respect you stand up here like a man.
I am a grown ass.
Yeah.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Okay.
I disagree with.
You can get a picture with me.
That go to jail for the obvious reason, deservedly so, and then turn around against the cops and say the cops did something wrong. That's what I am.
Okay. Okay.
1000% against.
Well, I gave you your chance to speak.
Yes, it's good.
Okay.
Hey, look, I get what you're doing.
Okay.
Keep fighting your fight.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't like you.
Okay. That's cool.
I hate
don't.
what you stand for.
Listen. I don't, it's not that I dislike you. It's not that.
That's the great thing about America.
I think you live. What? Don't get hit by a car, brother. Don't get hit by a car.
Right there.
Listen. Don't do this. The cops will arrest you.
I'm gonna tell you right
The cops will arrest you.
I skipped ahead like 2 minutes and they're back in fight mode. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings. That is a Buffalo Wild Wings. Good shit.
Any one of you scumbag.
Willie Lovestuff says, this is like a family reunion for me. Just had a commissary prison cook-off and a bunch of weed, and it's like being in my grandpa's trailer.
Motherfuckers want it. You've asked.
Now I want boneless wings.
Dude, you've asked for this. You're a piece of fucking shit. You hear me? You're a piece of shit. Yes. Hey, look, hang on. Look, Chili de crapo piece of fucking shit. Look.
Two-Man says, this is such an American situation. 2 grown white men between 40 and 60 arguing in a mostly empty strip mall. Yeah.
I'm inviting you, Chili.
Get in the car.
I'm inviting you.
Hey, please. My kids are in here. Please.
You fucking.
You guys, if you would go, you would help me a lot. If you would leave, you would help me a lot.
I'm taking him in.
Go and leave, you would help me a lot.
Hey, you're a piece of shit. Hey, thank you. Chili.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Chili. You're a piece. Look, I'm right here. Me and Chili is not gonna hit each other.
No, I don't think you will.
Chili.
I think you're a man of integrity so far.
I think you're a scumbag.
That's okay, but so far as like
we're allowed to do this.
Allowing to disagree,
hey,
I think that you're good.
You're a fucking scumbag, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, living off fucking small town high.
You're lying to guys. Hey, this cocksucker right here.
Pull out of here. All right, brother. Hey. I'll see you down there. I'll meet you down there.
This cocksucker here, Chili, he's lying to you. No, hang on.
This is every hippy dippy panel. And people have asked me, like, why don't you debate? Why don't you ever try and go on any of these debate things? I'm here to enjoy the drama from a distance while sipping water out of a wine glass, not participate.
No.
There's a truck.
I'm trying to get them to go. I want you to go.
No, there's a truck coming. She was getting ready to get hit.
You can't calm down, brother.
You're a liar.
This is turning into the beginning of a buddy comedy.
I don't want them.
You're a fucking fraud.
Trying to get out here.
You're a piece of shit fraud, Chili.
Okay. Keep playing it.
He's gonna pull back.
Invite me to the gym.
Exactly, like you've invited me.
I've invited you 3 times, bro. Hey, charity, FOP. I will do it for fraternal. What do you mean, am I ex?
I don't know. Are you sure, cop? No, but we want.
What's it matter if I am? Why does it matter?
I want the cops.
I'm not
You're a piece of shit.
But I'm not.
You're a fraud.
You're
a fraud.
Can he pull out, please? Would you pull up a little bit for me, please, sir? I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I need you to leave. Please leave.
Hey.
Go that way. Back up. He's called me out. He's called me out to sign a waiver and fight him.
Sign the waiver.
Okay.
We will do it charity.
Okay.
We'll do it in Lawrence County.
Okay.
Hey.
Go back where you came
from. Hey.
Thanks a lot.
Everything that I've ever seen.
Why you saying?
I knew it.
It's my daughter. It's your daughter.
That was ridiculous. What the fuck is wrong with people? I have to urinate. I will be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. What am I gonna put on? Well, I pee. You're gonna hate me. I hope so. Okay. Back at it. Let's see if there's anything else from Delete Laws that we can watch that isn't him just arguing with another douchebag. Maybe him arguing with a cop. The cop might be a douchebag. Who knows? Hydrate.
Too bland. Let's just adjust our mirror. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me get a shot of this for you guys, so you guys can see what you're looking at there. Maricopa Downtown Justice Center. Can't get that gimbal set up fast enough, can I? Cannot get that gimbal set up fast enough. Justice court filing only. Amazing. The public. Oh, that says no photos or video of your hallway. Yeah, that's not true.
It is true. Courtrooms can public buildings can absolutely tell you you're not allowed to film, especially if it's like a courthouse or something, or a police station.
Hey, how you doing, sir? Good. How are you, sir?
Can I get your signature?
Sure, no problem.
All right.
Do I need to put this in the machine?
Yes, you do, and you can't film while you're in the court. You have to, can't take time.
Oh, yeah, I can now.
No, you can't.
Why do they do this?
Oh, no. Oh, that does not. No.
That's not my end, by the way. That's just his stream recording. Chop it up.
But see, the difference, I'm a constitutional law scholar. And you guys...
He says he's a constitutional law scholar. He got his degree at the University of Google and Wikipedia.
And
Here
so...
you go, sir. That's the documentation telling you what you can.
Can I get your badge number?
Sure, my name is Officer Woods.
Badge number?
We don't really have badge numbers here.
Can I see your badge here? Because I'm just going to warn you now. If you guys don't let me in here, I'm going to sue you personally.
Okay.
I'll file a lawsuit against
Do
you.
it, bitch.
Against you.
Yes,
against
that's fine.
you and you too.
That's fine.
So you guys, I'm not leaving until you let me in.
You won't be able to do that, sir.
Then you need to call the police because you guys are going to let me in. That's what's going to happen today. And if it doesn't happen, you guys are going to be held liable under 1983.
Okay, well, you have the documentation.
Literally 1983.
I have it right here, but I'm not leaving until I go in here and I do my business.
You can't conduct your business while filming.
No, I am going to conduct my business while filming. Yeah. Yes, I am. I mean, you guys are welcome to...
That's illegal. Nuh-uh. Good defense, Delete Laws.
Stop me, but I'm going to conduct my business here. I mean, I'm a non-violent person, but I have a right to walk into a building that's state-funded.
Not necessarily.
Oh, yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can.
Sir, take a look at the document. You didn't even read what I gave you.
I don't care what your policy says. This is not the law.
That's county policy.
I don't care what the policy
Make it
is.
about, sir. That's not my policy.
I'm going to walk through the metal detector.
Are you gonna physically stop me, sir? You gonna physically stop me?
You probably will if you continue to try and go and film in a place that you're not allowed to film, yeah.
I'm just standing here.
Lily Love Stuff says, you know what? It's Maricopa County. I'm okay with him filming that county as much as possible. H. Baird says, honestly, I want him to sue the cop and then automatically lose because he can't get to the courtroom because he won't stop filming. That's not an unlikely outcome.
Sir,
could you step back over so he can go through?
Go ahead, walk through.
I said 1983? Yes, because he cited a law, 1983. I was making a joke.
You're gonna physically stop me from going into a building? I'm gonna need your name and badge number, sir.
Tinker Taylor, thanks for 15 months, says, woohoo, finally caught a stream again to resub. Well, thank you very much.
I can read the paperwork all day, but this is policy, sir. This is not, these are not my rights.
This is from...
Okay, show me what I'm supposed to read here that says that the law.
This is Superior Court. This is from the Superior Court of Maricopa County.
I'm trying to
That's
tell
the
you.
highest court here, all right?
I'm trying to explain it to you, man. You're gonna get yourself in big trouble.
No, I'm not.
The high courts can make policies regarding the courts underneath them. For instance, mask policies and stuff for courthouses were often rulings that were kind of brought down, not even rulings, just decisions that were made by higher courts, and then courts within the jurisdiction of the higher courts had to follow the policies set by the higher courts. So I'm assuming this is a similar thing where it's just a policy thing that is allowed to be set by the courts themselves.
The day your life changes, I'm gonna sue you.
Okay, I'm gonna find this right here.
I'm telling you, brother, you're gonna get sued by me. I'm gonna sue
Supreme
you.
Court prohibits.
Has he ever sued anyone legitimately? He threatens it all the time.
Courtrooms without individual consent.
And that's a law.
Yeah, that's
a law. That's a law.
This is a rule.
That's a rule. That's a rule.
Rule 122.1.
That's not the law, my friend. That's a rule.
I'm telling you,
that is not the law.
It's a rule established by the court.
Listen, you need to call the police because I'm not leaving until you let me in.
Well, why would you want me to call the police?
Because you can trespass me, but then I'm going to sue you personally. You're working out. So
I'm working as an agent of the court.
Let me explain to you guys. Let me explain to you guys. He has a scope of practice called the color of law. I want you guys to all understand what he's doing right now. He has a scope of practice called the color of law. If he works outside of the scope of practice, he violates my constitutional rights. If he does that, I'm warning him now, I will file a 1983 civil rights litigation against him personally, as well as this gentleman here who physically stopped me. I will sue them personally.
Good luck.
Each one of them will be sued by me personally. And I'll
Jilly Foo, thanks for gifting a sub.
You are not allowed to block me from entering to a state-funded... That's a rule. That is not a law. Are you a law enforcer or a policy enforcer?
It's a court rule.
The court... I don't care what the court rule. That's not a law. You're going to get yourself in trouble.
I'm telling you that the policy the courts have... And this is
I don't care what the policy is. I don't care what the policy is.
It's up to you what you want to do.
I want to go in here.
You cannot come in and record.
Nightmare Usama, have a good one.
No, I'm asking politely to walk in here. I mean, you guys are welcome to stop me physically.
Do you need me to trespass?
If the police are going to come, the police are going to come. But it's up to you guys. I'd like to walk through this security right here and go through my security. You have no right to stop me. Listen to me, Mr. Molvensky. You're holding yourself in contempt. You're going to be sued. I don't think you understand what's happening right now. Do I seem like the regular person who comes in here filming? Or do I seem like the constitutional
I'm not a regular person. I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Listen, let me show you something.
Do you know how many hours I've spent a day drinking and Googling things? What a good year. Smells of corruption. I'm detecting hints of totalitarianism. I believe this is a vintage Orwell 1984. Fantastic year.
Help you guys out. Let me educate you guys real quick here. So this right here, what you're looking at right here, I am shaking because I got a bunch of people around me who are telling me I can't come in. I'm really pissed off.
Overthought says, what happens when these folks try to discipline their kids? You're grounded. No, Dad, I'm a free man of the land. Now I'm going to travel in your car. Don't wait up. And Nick says, we know we're looking at your armpit, Broham, and Jubilee Helix with a link. Says it's not a Rickroll. Says the video's not available anymore. Where did it go?
I'm really upset that you're denying me my rights. So just so you know, so this is the Constitution of the United States of America here. So you see that where that works right there? You see where that works right there? So that's my First Amendment right there. You don't have the right to deny me my First Amendment right, and if you do, you're going to be sued.
I just told you, I'm not denying you anything.
You are stopping me.
The
You
courts
guys,
are.
no. You guys are stopping me. She came up here and made fun of me. What's your name and badge number, ma'am? She came up here. You made fun of me. You said that.
I said.
Am I shaking? Of course. I'm around this. Okay, so this is a security state, police state, what this is. Okay. So let me explain to you guys what a security state, police state is.
Memesor, Colboth, thanks for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs to the community. I appreciate it very much so.
Security state is when security officers set up a perimeter to deny you your constitutional rights. That's what a security state is. When you hear the term security state, police state, what they're doing is denying me my constitutional rights to enter into a state-funded public building. And when they do that, they're working outside of the color of law. If you work outside of the color of law, that then means you can be held personally liable under a 1983. That's what that means. And so each one of them, now she's phone. Is that a personal phone, ma'am? I need your name and badge number, ma'am, so I can FOIA that. Ma'am, what's your name and badge number?
Why you need to put that down?
No, what's your name and badge number, ma'am? Ma'am,
Are you gonna give me yours?
You took a picture of me, ma'am.
No, I didn't.
You're violating, ma'am. You're going to be in trouble. I don't think you understand. You don't. Do I seem like the regular guy to you that comes in here? I don't think you're.
He wants to be special so bad. I wish I had a psych degree, which is what I went to college for before I dropped out. Man, I wish I could psychoanalyze these people, although psychoanalysis is kind of BS anyway, but like, not like psych in general. I'm talking about like Freudian psychoanalysis, which is usually what that term is used for. I just mean like, I wish I could point to what the specific personality disorder is that makes someone like this.
You understand? What's your...
Stone Corbell says, go to Hype Train, and a Hype Train kicks off. Thanks, Stone Corbell. Let's see if we can get to level 5.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm protecting business. Are you gonna give me your name?
Did you take a photo of me? Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding?
89% to level 2.
What's your last name? She took a photo of me. I want to FOIA that. I want to FOIA that information.
Diagnosing them all with clinical assholism. That sounds about right. Dr. Gamble, thanks for 21 months.
You don't
Getting close to the 2-year mark.
You don't have the right to deny me entry into a public building, guys. Sir, listen. You don't have the right to do what you're doing.
People don't like to be filmed at work. My job is being filmed at work, and I don't like being filmed at work. Dr. Gamble, I just read that one, sorry, but level 2 is complete of the Hype Train.
You're breaking your constitutional vow. Did you take a vow to the Constitution? Did you? If you did, you have to let me in. You have to let me in. What's your name and badge number, sir? Are you going to hide your name and badge number? Because I don't see your badge now all of a sudden.
I don't have a badge.
Is it Hazlitt?
Yeah.
What department are you with? The police? Are you a sheriff?
No.
You're just security?
Yeah.
So this is exactly what you guys have to understand. So these guys are just security. This is the definition of what a security state is.
A security state is when a security company follows the policies and procedures of the courthouse through which they are contracted to secure. Rageology with 50 bits says, I think he gets high off the stress of conflict. He should really try skydiving or something else. Anything else than this, really. Yeah, he has an interesting tick, too, when he gets in these confrontations where he gets really shaky. So I do think it's an adrenaline thing, at least partially. I also think he gets sort of a narcissistic... I'm not saying he is a clinical narcissist. I'm just saying, colloquially, he gets almost a narcissistic sense of superiority by being like, I'm a constitutional scholar. That, plus the, like, adrenaline he gets from these interactions, I think has become addictive to him. 16% to level 3 on the Hype Train.
When they deny me entry into a building, the security is then denying me entry into a building, meaning that security state is denying me my constitutional rights. Pretty sad, guys. Pretty sad. I don't think you understand. Can I get your business card? I need all your information. Dude, you can laugh all you want, but you have the education of an elementary school person. You have the education of an elementary school kid. You don't understand it. You don't understand how the Constitution works.
Oh, it's good to insult the people you're trying to convince to let you in. That usually works.
You're gonna find out when you get civil litigation. You'll figure it out. I don't want that.
Does he have posters with him? Did he bring a poster? It looked like he had a rolled up poster that isn't in a frame, so I hate him even more now.
You just said you want information.
What's the information
That's
for?
where you file a complaint.
So this is where you file the complaint.
There you go. That's for you. That's yours.
Yeah, but you guys, I'm not leaving. I want to come in and conduct my business.
Then they're gonna trespass you.
Why can't I conduct business in here?
You're not allowed to film in the courtroom.
I'm not in the courtroom. This is the lobby.
The lobby.
No, that's not true.
Hello, bro.
That's not true. That's not true.
The documentation.
But that's because no one's ever challenged it before. I'm here to challenge this. I'm here to flex my rights.
But you're going to be trespassed because you cannot film in the building.
And then I'm going to file a lawsuit. You can't trespass me.
Then file it. Get out.
In a public building.
Like you said, this is America. You're free to file a lawsuit all you want.
Just to be clear, I want to be clear here. I want you guys to be clear. I'm more than willing to let them examine me or check my bag or anything like that. But if I try to go through, this gentleman gets in the way and stops me from walking through. Are you going to stop me physically from walking through, sir? Am I
16% to level 3 with a minute left on the hype train. Lily Love Stuff with 45 bits says, I have people threaten to sue me all the time at my job, and whenever they do, I give them my full contact info. I have never been sued. Where do you work? Vaguely. I'm not asking you to dox yourself. I'm just curious what your title is that you get threatened to be sued. I'm sorry if you've told me before. Lots of people in chat and I forget.
Through here, you're going to stop me physically.
You can walk through all you want without filming. Yes?
No, I'm going to film.
Because when you come through with that camera, you're invading everybody else's lobby in this lobby privacy.
This is a public lobby, sir.
But they're entitled to privacy.
They don't have an expectation to privacy in public. No, they do not.
That's what that documentation tells you.
I don't care what that documentation says. My documentation says I have a First Amendment right to free press to film in any public building that's publicly funded.
Just like you just told my coworker, you wanted a copy of it. They're entitled to what you're filming. You cannot film somebody without their permission.
You're incorrect.
Are you going to get everybody's permission in this courtroom?
You're incorrect.
20 seconds left
Your
on the hype
data is
train.
incorrect.
19%.
I don't care what the paper says. Your data is incorrect. That's only because nobody has challenged this before.
You're talking about your rights.
And look at this guy. The elementary school education probably can't do basic arithmetic. And he's over here sighing that I would want to use my constitutional rights. You should be thanking me, sir. You should be thanking me right now. That's what you should be doing.
Oh my god. You should be thanking me for being an asshole at work and misunderstanding courtroom policy, or rather courthouse policy. Thanks to the level 2 hype train, everyone.
You should be thanking me for flexing my constitutional rights. I mean, you literally look like a joke. You're a clown, dude. You're a walking clown. I mean, look at you walking around. I mean, you can't even control what you eat, let alone control the Constitution, my friend. I mean, why don't you take control of your own life before you judge me and sigh and laugh? I mean, you're a security guard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a security state. When they deny me access to a state-funded public building, they have created a security state. So when you hear that term security state, police state, this man is what represents a security state. He's over here sighing and that I would be here flexing my rights.
Lily Love Stuff says, I work at a call center in the cancellation department, and when I enforce policy, I get threatened to be sued along with the company. I've never been sued, and the company has never been sued either, except for by former employees. Those were successful. Sounds like the best way to litigate is to get a job there, and then file a lawsuit for some sort of employment reasons.
Listen, you don't have any expectation of privacy in a public library, in a public space. You have no expectation of privacy. Don't you know that?
This is a court.
It doesn't matter if it's a court building or not. It's a publicly funded court building.
It's a court.
Okay, and what does that mean?
It abides by different rules.
What's that?
It abides by different rules.
Oh, the court has different rules from the Constitution? I'm not in a constitutional area right now?
You're violating other people's privacy. You're violating my privacy right now.
No, I am not.
I didn't give you my
You have
permission to
no
film you.
expectation of privacy.
I didn't give you my permission to film you. Did I? Do you have my permission?
This clown right here thinks that in a public lobby that he has an expectation to privacy, and he does not. You do not, sir.
You don't have my permission.
Sir, you do not have an expectation.
I'm gonna start skipping through since there's another hour left.
I don't need. You don't have to answer any question I ask you.
Like, does he get trespassed? Do cops actually show up to arrest him at some point? Yeah. Looks like the cops come and tell him to leave in a sec. Yeah, oh yeah, this video is an hour and a half long.
sworn oath to the Constitution? Are those actually police officers? If those are actually police officers, I'd like to file a complaint, right?
Oh God, he doesn't even get. Oh no.
Now, if you can't violate my rights, that's not how it works. I didn't leave any trash. Are you guys police officers? Yeah. I'd like to file a complaint, and I'd like you to respect my rights. That's what I'd like to happen right now, sir. File a complaint? Yes. I want to file a complaint of my constitutional rights being violated. So I need you to take a note of it because I'm going to file a lawsuit.
Take a note.
Okay. Wait, are you gonna? I need you to. Did you pledge allegiance to the Constitution? Okay, then I need you to let me in the building so I can do my business.
Well, I can't let you in someplace.
Yes, you can. Oh, yes, you are. You pledge allegiance to the Constitution. That is a security stand. That is not my constitutional rights. You pledged allegiance to the Constitution, sir, meaning that you have to let me in.
Well, I've never done that before. So.
Police officers, they won't let me in, and I keep saying that they need to, but they won't let me in. Now make them let me in.
Well then.
Our India Owl says, this is like pee drinker Dave calling cops to arrest the previous cops again. True.
Can I get your name and badge number? McCarthy. I'll be nice to you if you're nice to me. Okay. I won't.
Of course, what he defines as being nice is giving in to his every ridiculous demand, but whatever. That's just a small detail.
Be mean to you, McCarthy. Okay.
But as far as letting you into the building, I can't let you in.
But that's in.
Hello, Shark Sashimi. How you doing?
That I have the right to use my constitutional rights. So if you should get a supervisor down here because, Mr. McCarthy, I hate to tell you this, but you're opening yourself up to. I don't care if it's a county building, a state building, a federal building. I have a right to walk in and use my First Amendment right to be press in any publicly funded building in America. And
you're not the press.
I'm here to flex my rights. That's what I'm doing. And I want to and I need a supervisor here so that because I'm going to have to sue you too if you don't uphold the Constitution. You're working outside of the scope of law if you don't uphold your oath to the Constitution. I'm telling you, McCarthy, you seem like a nice guy. I don't want to sue you.
Does he think he can just walk into the White House if he wants to? That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
But I'm going to file.
He seems to think there's absolutely no, limits on publicly funded buildings whatsoever, which he is wrong on.
A lawsuit here if I don't get to get in that building. You see, I mean, this is what I do for a living. This is what I do. If you guys don't let me access in this building today.
What's your reason to be in the building?
I have business to do here. So if I have business to do here. I need a supervisor here. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? Officer Bush. So you're recording me right now. Yeah. Are you guys body cams on? Can you make sure your body cam's on? And when you walk in this building, you're allowed to film, but I'm not allowed to film?
No, we can't. There's a lot of places we're not allowed to film either.
Right. But the thing is you guys have to understand, if you don't uphold my constitutional rights, you're working outside of the scope of law, meaning that you hold yourself up to personal civil litigation. And
even if you were to get into the building, you'd probably right if I got the supervisor's approval or our supervisor to go in there.
I don't need approval to walk into a state-funded building, gentlemen. Well, because I have to make sure that I go up the chain of command before I file civil litigation, which is what I'll do next. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Mr. Bush and Mr. McCarthy, you guys will be listed in that civil litigation. And that works outside of the color of law, meaning that even if there is qualified immunity in Arizona, which I don't think there is anymore, you guys are working outside of the scope, meaning you're personally liable. And you can have a department that pays for your lawyer, but the process of it, and eventually it ends up on your jacket. And then that affects your overtime and that affects your pension. And you guys seem like, I mean...
Authorize you to go into this building.
Sir, that is their policy. Are you a law enforcer? Okay, their policy...
You don't control that building.
Overthought says, his severe aversion to the word no has me worried about any partners he's ever had. True.
Control. We don't control that. We don't allow people in. That's not our job. It's not to run that building. They determine who they
What is your job then?
Apparently you know more than I do.
I do know a lot more than you do. That's fine.
I'm telling you, my job is not to control who they let in.
No, your job is to protect my rights. That's literally your job. That's why we have police.
Our job is to protect everybody's rights.
Right,
Not
but
just your rights,
right,
everybody.
right. I agree with you.
So there's people going in there
right.
to do business
who have no expectation of privacy in a public area. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, that's not an opinion. That's a fact. That's why I can sue you.
Then sue him! This is such impotent rage. Sue someone or shut up! G-Blaster says, get ready for his tantrum and eventual non-suing of anyone,
Be
right?
listed on the lawsuit, and you'll be listed on the lawsuit. I'm trying to help you guys, man. You should go in here and just do the right thing right now. That's what you should do. Or you guys are going to face for the first time, Mr. Bush, you met people like me, you're going to face a 1983. And I don't know, you don't know if that is or not, but you might want to look into it. It's a civil rights violation, which I will...
Maybe it was the name of your group or something.
No, the name of my channel is called Delete Laws.
Delete Laws?
Delete Laws, with a Z. I'm suing a lot of people. I'm suing you guys.
The Z makes it sound super official and makes you want to take him very seriously. Adding superfluous Z's instead of S's at the end of words is fucking awesome.
Next, if you don't uphold my rights. If you don't use, give me a simple example. If you do sprints every day, then you can do more and more and more and you're physically fit. If you don't do sprints every day, then you lose that ability. If we don't flex our rights, we lose our rights. And right now, Mr. Bush over here has lost focus of what his job is. You've lost focus, sir. Your job is to protect my rights. And anybody in there to protect their rights. In a public lobby, they don't have any expectation of privacy, none. Especially a state-funded public lobby. Now, inside of a courtroom, even there, here in Arizona, it's already been determined that I can film inside of a courtroom. Did you know that? An auditor named Direct D filmed
I've seen people, I mean, there's cameras in courtrooms. So.
You have a camera, there's cameras all through here. How come you guys can film me, but you won't uphold my rights to be free press?
We're not saying you can't film, we're just saying we just can't let you in the building. That's it.
Yes, you can. Those are no, listen, you have authority. I don't. So frustrating that you just said that. I just explained to you. You have pledged an allegiance to the Constitution to protect my rights. If you don't protect my rights, you are not doing your job. Yeah, you'll be listed on the lawsuit. It'll be against the city of Phoenix. Do what he tells me, he's going to arrest me. That's what he just said. Instead of upholding my rights and going against their policy, he's told me he will arrest me. So I'm gonna throw this plastic bottle away right here.
I mean, if you trespass, yeah.
And then that's it. All right, X Factor, get the litigation ready. That's our next step. Okay, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, 100%.
100%. I bet he never sued them.
My phone rang, I'm sorry. So this is
this video's from a month ago.
Sergeant Jason Smith, badge 0801880. So you're making to uphold my rights, and instead you've decided to be a tyrant. And you've decided to be a tyrant. And that man is definitely a tyrant. Okay. So you understand what that means? You're not working under the Constitution. I'm not on their property any longer.
If you go back on there and they call us back, you'll go to jail.
I'm standing right here, aren't I? I mean, didn't you park your motorcycle on a sidewalk here, brother? I mean, is this law and order? If I did this, what would happen to me?
I don't want to get hit in the street talking to you.
You mean you can't park right there, or you can't park right there? I mean, Mr. Bush, do you understand?
All right, have a good day.
Do you understand, Mr. Bush? There it is.
No, it's not doxing. Police's like badge numbers are public information.
They believe that what they've done is righteous. That cop walked up there. I explained to him.
Stone Corbell says, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching."
What his job was, and he violated my constitutional rights.
No, he didn't. You fucking loser. Let's see. That was a month ago. So has he, like, at any point talked about doing a lawsuit? Doesn't seem like it. Most of his thumbnails, he's doing, like, a gun thing, too, which is weird. Anyway, let's see if can we get, like, a traffic stop one or something, maybe? I feel like we've had no traffic stop videos in this one so far.
hands out the window! Open the door with your hands!
No, not that one. I've seen that one. Police arrest protester after he refused random breath test and blocked traffic. Oh, God.
You got home tonight and say to your kid, I stood all over the Australian people today and I kicked them to the ground.
It's an Australia one.
I kicked my kid. You're a good man. You're actually on that side.
Oh, what the fuck? Look at him. Look at him. What the fuck are you doing? Look at him. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
He told the dude who does his thumbnails, who is also his lawyer, to get the lawsuits together. Beautiful.
That's illegal! That's illegal! That's illegal! Put it down! Put it down! Put it down! He's not resisting! He's not resisting!
Rachology says, would there be public records to show if he ever had taken any legal action? Probably. Was that the one that was that the video that took place in Maricopa? Not sure. I think he goes around and does stuff. I'm not positive though.
In a homeless shelter.
If you're ever looking for sovereign citizen videos, by the way, if you type in right to travel and look by upload date, you can usually find some.
Hey, how's it going, bud?
Good. I'm Officer Rosendahl, the Fresno Valley Police Department.
All right, how you doing?
Good. I'm pulling you over because you don't have a license plate.
Okay, so
doesn't have a license plate. Shocking.
Can I just give you kind of what my understanding is and
Oh, this is a great start. Hey, you don't have a driver's or a license plate. So like, can I just like give you my vibe on that? No, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I'm willing to hear you out.
Okay, so right, I understand the law. We have a right to travel, right? This has been
No.
upheld in the Supreme Court over and over.
Okay, you have a right to travel between the states unimpeded, but you don't have a right to a specific mode of travel, right? You do need a driver's license to operate a vehicle on public roadways, just like you need a license to fly an airplane. Like, by these people's logic, I can go get in an airplane and fly it with no license because I have a right to travel. It's not how this works.
Again, I have given notice to Prescott and Prescott Valley Police Department of who and what I am. All right, I'm a private man moving my property from point A to point B. As I said, I'm not driving a motor vehicle. I'm not a citizen. I'm not an inhabitant of the municipality. I'm not.
If you were born in the United States or its territories, or you were actually, some people in territories are United States non-citizen, what is it called? Like, you can be a non-citizen resident or something, I think, in certain territories. But anyway, if your parents are American, or if you were born in America, you're a birthright citizen by definition. It's one of the amendments.
I'm not a resident. I'm
maybe the 14th?
not a person.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
Absolutely not, because I'm not driving, right? In the code, under the code, right, in the federal law, driving is actually defined as a commercial term.
Okay. Do you have any weapons or anything like that in the vehicle?
I would rather not answer any questions, sir.
Okay. Hang tight.
Okay.
Give me your credential card. And then they'll see the warrant.
Did he just say they're gonna see the warrants? Does he have a warrant out for his arrest?
yeah, I guess he's going to make a call, see what they say, and get back to me. How you doing, bud?
Hands where I can see him, please. On the steering wheel. On the steering wheel.
Hands where I can see him. He found the warrant. I have to urinate again. I'm really sorry. I know I've been peeing a lot. I've been drinking water, and I'm on Spiro, so that'll do that. I'll just be back in a second. Sorry about that.
Sir,
hi Drake.
Are you giving me an order, sir? Or?
Yes.
Okay, can I just have your first and last name, and can I have your W-9 information, please? Because
I need you to step out of the car.
I would rather not.
Step out of the car.
Okay.
Step out of the car and we can talk.
Okay.
You're not free to leave right now.
We can have a conversation.
Go back to the fellow. Just keep an eye on his hands. Sir, keep your hands where we can see them.
Hi, I'm Officer Rice. I'm at Prescott Valley PD.
How are you
doing today?
Good, how you doing?
Children.
Well, thank you. Do you live around here, or are you just passing through, visiting, or?
Yeah, visiting.
Visiting. Nice. Family, friends?
Well, what's the difference?
I'm just trying to have small talk, that's all.
Is that it? He just gets arrested and the phone's there. All right.
Video, please.
Interesting choice on his part. Anarcho Delphus, thanks for following. Appreciate it. They didn't smash the windows. He did just get out. So there's that. Oh no. He's got a bunch of videos about, like, philosophy. He must think he's real smart. Yikes. Do I think he'll sue the cops for draining his phone battery? Gonna guess no.
Sir frauds, man.
I'm Trooper Robbins. The reason I'm stopping you is because your registration's expired.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the emergency and how can I help you?
I can't hear you.
What's the emergency?
What did you say?
I pulled you over because your registration's expired.
Okay.
It expired back in April.
Okay, so...
Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
So there's no emergency and nothing I can help you with?
For some reason, sovereign citizens think cops can only pull you over and use their lights if there's an emergency, and if they use their lights just to pull you over because you don't have a driver's license, or, well, I guess they'd have to pull you over to know that. If you don't have a license plate or your registration is out of date, they think it's an invalid stop. That's not true.
Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
Is there an emergency and is there something I can help you with, sir?
Some people are dumb.
Didn't we see this the other day? You know what? We did. I'm sorry. It was just a different camera angle, so I was confused than in most of the video is, at least. No, we did that guy too. I do like his necklace.
What it is, guys, it's your boy, the Bad Wolf. All right, so here to bring you guys more information on the, well, world of a U.S. national. Oh, excuse me. I really should say American national. So let's get started. All right, so in this particular video,
yeah, we watched that lady last week. Sorry.
We're going to be talking about the passport card itself. Okay, so this bad boy right here. All right. So one of the things that has come up is people keep saying, "Oh well," here, let me get this a little closer. All right, there we go. So people keep saying that, you know, "Oh well, you're."
It's not a bullet chain. It's the necklace that, what's his name? Why am I blanking on Black Panther's name? I know his name, but like, what's the character's name? T'Challa, thank you. It's what T'Challa has his Black Panther suit in, that like, all the nanobots or whatever.
Passport process and the card or book can't be used for traveling, okay, in your vehicle. All right. Well, I find that interesting because literally on the back, okay, this is what it says. United States Department of State. The card itself, okay? So remember, the book has all of the powers, but the card has limited. Okay, you can't use it to fly internationally. But let's see what it says about the card. All right? So anything the card can do, the book can definitely do, but the card...
Where is he getting this card from? Hold on, let me see. Where is he talking about this card? Lots of just bullshit things that he's trying to sell people in the comments, or not in the comments, in the description. Are these cards he's selling? What are these? Explain.
Card can't do everything that the book can do. So it says valid for domestic air travel, international land and sea travel between the US, Canada, Mexico, and the Caribbean.
Okay, so it's like a passport card that exists for travel within the United States, Canada, Mexico, Caribbean islands. That's it. Okay.
And Bermuda. Not valid for international air travel. So the only mode of travel, it says on the back of the Department of State authentic passport card, says not for international air travel, but all other forms of travel. This
no. It also specifies where it can be used. It is not your driver's license. You need a driver's license.
This card is good for. Okay.
Elkable, thanks for following.
So let's back up. Let's take a look here.
And Lizard in the City 98, thanks for following.
Valid for domestic air travel within the United States, you know, Canada, you know, Mexico, stuff like that. But here's the key part. International land travel.
Night Rageology. International land travel would be like United States to Canada, United States to Mexico, vice versa.
Why would they tell you you need what? Why would they say this card is good for international land traveling?
Because it's good to get you into Canada or Mexico via land. I don't understand the question.
Because maybe there's a right to travel?
No! No! Incorrect. There is a right to travel in the sense that you can go unimpeded between places within the United States on your own 2 feet as long as you're not trespassing on anything. However, that does not mean you have a right to drive an automobile on public roads without a license, which is where he's going with this.
And it's on land? Because as far as I know, you don't need a license to operate a horse. Some places do require you where you.
Honestly, like if you're one of the people like the Mennonites or the Amish who operate sometimes their buggies on public roads, do they need a license for that? Let's see. Do the Amish need licenses to drive buggies on the road? I honestly don't know the answer to this, and I find this question interesting. Amish do not have to take driver's tests, get a driver's licenses, or purchase vehicle insurance. Well, I understand that they don't, but I was just curious if they needed it for, like, their horse wagon. Interesting. So, I guess if you want to use a cart, you can go ahead and do that.
Should have.
Although I guess I don't know if that's specifically to them. Either way, to drive a motor vehicle, you do need a license in the 50 states of the United States.
A license that you don't need, you need it. You don't need it, but to operate your...
There are requirements, though. Yeah, they do need to have, I believe, the, like, caution slow thing on the back of them. But other than that, I don't know. Yeah, the reflectors.
Or, you know, your bicycle. Okay. So, what other land travel do you need, could you use this card for? Or the passport? Right to travel. I'm just saying.
No!
International land travel. This is good.
They specify what it is for, and that is not on the list. It is not an ID. I mean, you could use it as an ID if you just needed to be identified for some reason, but it is not to be used as proof that you have license to drive, because that's a separate thing. You need, in the United States and many other places, I'd imagine most places where you drive cars, need to have some sort of test administered, whether it's just on paper or whether it's a dual paper actual in-the-car driver's test, to prove that you have the capability to drive safely on public roadways. And they give you a little card for that, and it has an ugly picture of you on it, and you go, yep, that's this is good until whenever I need to renew it. And then you can drive on public roads. H. Baird says, if your car had its own will to live and the ability to disobey the driver in a dangerous situation, I doubt we would need driver's licenses. Baha says, this is a man who clearly doesn't realize that many states border Canada or Mexico and people frequently drive to those places. I guess not.
Good for that. It doesn't say this is good at only airports, air travel, or getting on boats. It covers all that. It says international land travel on here.
International. Domestic is not international. And by the way, Canada and Mexico, pretty sure they still require you have a driver's license.
Literally it says valid for domestic air travel, international land, and sea. So internationally, this is used for land and sea travel. So once again, I digress. What other places, what would we possibly could use this for, if not for in our private personal vehicles, our personal conveyances under UCC?
I don't even understand how he's making this leap. I genuinely don't. The card says nothing about domestic land travel.
9-109, that this would come into use. I really don't know anything else. I mean, you're not going to get a passport to operate your bicycle. I mean, land travel.
A passport allows you to go in and out of different locations, like crossing the border to another state. And when I say state, I mean country. Like, it's not a license to do a specific thing. If the state, and by state in this case, I mean the government of the United States or the actual state in which you reside, required a bicycle license, then you would need that to operate a bicycle. And in order to take that bicycle over the border, you would need a passport. These are separate things. Your mode of travel, if it requires a license, is determined by your licensing. Your ability to take that mode of transport over a border is determined by a passport. These are completely separate things.
Is either your feet, so you don't need an ID. You don't need to get a passport to use your feet. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop walking. Do you have a passport or some kind of ID to use your?
Which is why you have the right to travel, as in walk from place to place. You can walk wherever you want as long as it's on public property and you're not trespassing anywhere. That's great. But in order to operate a vehicle, a motor vehicle, on public roadways, you need a license.
Your feet on public areas. Yeah, come on. Okay, so yeah. There you have it. International land travel. So once again, the information is there, guys. All right. So that's it, guys. Not a terribly long video. Just wanted to break that down for some of the people out there who've been like,
of course, he turned the comments off.
Although I will say this, most of the trolls have subsided because they know by now, by watching my channels, that I do not.
The trolls haven't subsided. You're blocking your comments.
Interact with them. I don't respond to their emails.
And people disagreeing with you aren't trolls.
Emails, nothing like that. So very rarely does it happen or anything trickle through. And if it does, I just delete it. Like I said, most of it's already blocked on my emails, and so I have the channel, all the comments turned off because of people like them. Not that I don't appreciate the good people out there who provide the appreciations and whatever else, but yeah, we're just not going to deal with that. This is not about that. We're not. I'm not going to be a part of their their rhetoric and whatever else. So once again, guys, yeah, it says it right on the back of the passport card. I have to actually apply for a new book because mine was lost, and so I don't have my book to check that out. So when I get my new one, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty sure somewhere on there probably says something along the same or similar lines. But hey, once again, it does say international land and sea travel. So that's about it, guys. Appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If this is your first time, don't forget to hit that bell, like, subscribe. Thank you for the ladies out there who did a consultation and informed me that they did subscribe, because, guys, the ladies are only about like 15%, and the rest of it's all guys on the YouTube, numbers.
Is he trying to hit on women through his YouTube channel? Why is he bringing this up?
So, I'm supposed to appeal to the YouTube ladies, so by all means, please feel free to subscribe to my channel.
Oh, no, sir, this is a YouTube channel, please stop.
And all the rest of you sexy people do the same thing too. Alright guys, get out of here, go do something fun, take care of yourselves, stay wise, stay woke, stay aware, and well, I'll talk to you guys later. I got more videos to make. If you want any more information, hit blacksite32.com. Otherwise, check out the merchandise down below. And as always, if you want to join the Wolf Pack and support your channel by a monthly donation of $2.
Are you moist yet? I'm drier than Ben Shapiro's wife in the Sahara Desert in the dry season.
Are you recording? Are you recording me? Are you recording? Do you have permission to record me? Do you have permission to record me?
Nick says, this guy sounds like he feels the same way about age of consent laws as he does driving laws.
Do you have permission to record me? Oh, no. Do you have permission to record me?
Well, you don't have permission to smack people.
I don't care. She don't have permission to record me. That's okay. I already have a lawsuit. I have another lawsuit.
I already have a lawsuit. What? Hydrate.
Let's go.
Did you put your window down, please?
No thanks.
Did you put your window down, please?
No thanks.
Hey?
No thanks.
Hey, what are you doing?
You have no right. Have you got a warrant? Have you got a warrant?
I would like to
shut my door. Have you got a warrant?
I would like to talk to you.
Have you got a warrant?
I don't need a warrant.
Have you got a warrant?
I stopped you.
Close my door, please. You're unlawfully
You don't need a warrant for a traffic stop.
in my car.
Right.
Get
As long as you have, like, reasonable suspicion of a crime, or you see someone without a license plate, or with an expired registration, or whatever.
warrant.
Down there.
Who are you?
Who the hell are you, jackhole, thinking you can issue commands to a police officer and not actually...
Keep your speed down there, please. You're doing 62 in a 30k area, okay? Have you got a reason for doing that, please?
I don't answer questions.
Right.
Oof. Okay, so he's twice the speed limit. He's going 60 kilometers per hour in a 30 kilometers per hour zone.
Can I see your license, please?
Can you move out of my car, please?
Can I see your license, please?
Can you move out of my car,
Can I
please?
have your license,
I want to
please?
shut the door.
No, I would like to speak to you with your door open.
No, thanks.
I can't. Can I have it, please?
No, thanks. Go read section 5, subsection 4 of the Transport Act.
Alright, I looked it up. It says you're supposed to produce ID without delay. What are you confused about?
Can I have your license, please? I would like to view your license, please, sir.
I have to produce my license
Sir,
for inspection.
Yes, inspection. Careful examination or scrutiny. He's not putting a sticker on your windshield.
Go look it up, mate.
Is this your vehicle?
In freedom units, he's going 37 and an 18. Good to know.
Yes, it is.
Is it your vehicle?
I guess.
Right, thank you.
Hey, baby.
Can I ask why your speed was down there so fast?
I don't answer questions.
Fair enough. Okay.
What's the reason you've opened my car door?
Because you would not put your window down. I could not.
I do not have to.
I could not see.
I do not have to.
Why are you being so defensive, sir? Why are you being so defensive?
I don't answer questions.
Just remain there, please.
Do not consent to any searches or seizures.
What's your current address, please?
Have you finished with my license? Have you finished with my license?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
What station are you out of?
I'm here, thank you. So your address was again, sorry?
You do not have any powers to open my car door.
Sir, I could not.
You do not have any powers
He jumped the gun on that one.
to open
Are we gonna get a window smash? Are we gonna get a window smash today? I'm so excited.
my car door.
We haven't had one.
Your
Irrelevant, mate.
I need to verify.
Would it be Sovereign Citizen Day if we didn't have a window smash?
Irrelevant.
The world may never know.
Irrelevant.
Not see you through your window. You would not put your
Rubbish.
window down.
It sounds like you just parroting what the judge tells.
Makes everything you do afterwards illegal.
All right, didn't see your vehicle. All I
Sorry,
wanted
pal.
to see was who.
You go read it up.
What is your occupation?
You go
sir?
talk to your senior sergeant,
What
mate.
is your occupation, sir? Thank you very much, sir. Now watch it when you drive off because your wheel is very close to the ditch.
Listen, don't beat your wife, eh?
Wow. Okay, that's good general advice.
Sorry?
See, don't beat your wife. I don't need your advice, thanks.
All right. Just trying to save you some damage to your car, that's all.
Listen, you just worry about what you got to do.
I'm not quite sure why you're being so...
Because you've entered my car unlawfully. You entered my car.
CJS 179, thanks for the follow.
Sorry, now you can't explain your way out of it. What you did, it's on tape.
I'm sure it is.
You're toast.
Okay, thank you very much. You carry on. There will be a ticket in the mail, okay?
Google 40% of cops. Oh, I know. I just find it funny that he directly said it to him. Pretty sure that stat is also on American cops. I don't know how that translates to other places in the world.
To answer the cop's question,
I'd like to address this, sir. Can you wind your window down?
finished yet. On to the next one.
Just I'd like to address this, sir. Can you wind your window down?
No thanks.
Sorry?
No thanks.
Why not?
I don't answer questions.
Sorry? Under the Land Transport Act, I'm requesting you undergo a breath test, sir. I need you to count from 1 to 5 into this device.
He's refusing a breathalyzer test, which is not great.
Sorry, you are?
Sorry?
You are?
My name's Senior Constable Andy Clinton from the Hastings Police. I'm requiring you to undergo
Okay,
a
what's
passive
QID?
roadside breath test. JCJ033. Are you
Okay.
going to undergo the breath test, sir?
No thanks.
You're not going to undergo the breath test? I advise you, if you don't undergo the breath test, I'll be required to arrest you.
You're wrong.
Sorry?
You're wrong.
Why is that?
That's not an evidential breath test.
Okay. Can you just come to the side of the road because you're holding up traffic, sir?
Where do you want me
Miss
to go?
Boo Bear,
Just to the
thanks
side
for
of the road,
following.
please. We're just
Getting a
driving
decent number of
that driveway
follows
over
today.
there.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, sir, are you going to preside a sample for the passive roadside test?
Is that an evidential breath test?
No, I said it's a passive roadside test.
Is that an evidential breath test?
It's the passive roadside test before the evidential breath test.
Okay, thank you. No, I won't.
Sorry?
No, I won't.
You won't?
No.
You understand that you could be arrested if you fail to provide a sample?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, in that case, you're under arrest, sir. Okay.
That's all right.
What's your name?
So I'm under arrest, am I?
At this stage, you are for refusing to provide a sample. Okay? Under the Land Transport Act.
Oh, very interesting.
Okay. Why are you recording me? I'm just trying to do my job. Why don't you...
Again, I don't know the rules in this country, but I think you should have the right to record the police regardless when you're in interactions with them, no matter what's going on.
Just tell me your name and provide a sample.
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Can you just turn around and put your hands behind your back, please?
Sure.
That means you
Do
rid of your phone.
you want to keep videoing me?
Okay, at this stage you're under arrest for failing to provide a sample. Okay? Yep. And I'll tell me your name, sir.
If it was a lawful arrest, I would.
He doesn't want to be under scrutiny? Well, you can't trespass the eyes, buddy.
Hey, folks, I gotta...
We saw that guy get arrested. I don't think we saw him try and get the RV, though, because his RV... Oh, we don't have the original video. There's a video of that guy who got arrested that we watched the other day in the tie-dye shirt who had the dog that was tied up, where he gets his RV impounded. I wanted to see that. I'll have to find it. Pretty sure it's this guy. I'm just not sure where the RV video is.
Bain. Officer Bain. Hey. Who's Officer Long? Who's this meathead right here?
Officer, where's your ID then?
Officer
Perkins.
Perkins.
What's your name? What's your ID?
I'm not being detained.
Bain.
Officer Bain.
Hey.
Who's Officer Long? Who?
What does that mean? I've seen people that aren't doing anything for bugs. Did I say anything? Did I say anything to you?
Let me give that to his wife.
Where's Glenn? I know I have Glenn in here somewhere. Auditing the USA. That's Glenn. Glenn, of course, still hasn't posted. I think he had another hearing pushed till sometime later in April. So, of course, he hasn't posted since he got arrested, but... No, this isn't the guy who had his kids taken away. This is the guy who got arrested at the police station while he was peeing because he was harassing the police and kept pushing the emergency button in the police station.
or Rio's law? What's that? Roe? Looks like Rio. He's asking you to move. You're blocking the road, like I said. That's what I just told you. You're blocking the road. You're too lazy to park in a parking spot. That's the truth of it. You're too goddamn lazy. That's the bottom line. That's the goddamn bottom line. You're too lazy.
Why do you have to swear all the time?
Because you're lazy.
Why do
You don't do your job. If you were to do your job, no one would complain, right?
That's what we're doing right now.
No, you're not. You blocked him in. Now she's gonna park lawfully, right? This guy had to tell you to move your car, right?
He asked.
He asked? Okay.
And she moved it.
He was waiting. He was honking. He honked at you several times.
All right.
So I'm just saying, if you don't break the law, no one will complain. Do your job right. Stop trying to charge people. Stop.
I don't know if anyone here has watched the D&D campaign I do over on Actual Jake's channel, but during campaign 1, there was a character that liked noodles a lot, and he drew a comic book. Glenn sounds a lot like comic book guy from that campaign.
Trying to incriminate people.
Just kind of has that thing where he talks like he's got a mouthful of spit all the time. Not as exaggerated, of course, but it's kind of the same thing, you know?
Do the right thing. That's all you have to do, and no one will bother you. That's it. No one's here to, like, make you guys look bad unless you are making yourselves look bad. You know what I mean? So, what do you mean you know, Glenn? What does that mean?
Thanks for the follow, Ryan.
Go ahead. No, tell me. Tell me, what am I up to? You.
I don't even talk to you.
You are talking to me. You walked up to me. You approached me. Right?
I'm pretty good. How you doing?
So, I mean...
Just watching sovereign citizens and frauditors be dumb.
I'm not the one doing this, you know? I'm not the one parking like this. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can park wherever you want. It doesn't, you know? So in the future, if you could park normally, it'd be appreciated by all the citizens of America. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Is there a reason why you keep looking me up and down? Is that some type of defense mechanism or nervous behavior?
Standing here making sure everyone's safe.
Okay, from who? From who?
Glenn, everyone knows you in the area. You do this all the time. It's why you got arrested finally. Knock it off. That's the thing. I don't even disagree. I don't think the cops should. I think the cops should park normally when they can if it's not an emergency situation. I agree. Like, but Glenn is just such an asshole about it. It's like, Glenn, why would anyone listen to you? You come off like the biggest asshole on the planet. I get it. Yeah, they should probably park at a parking spot. But it's not that big of a deal. Out of all the issues with policing in the United States, where they park is not even in the top 20. Like, just let it go.
Well, you say making sure everyone's safe from what?
First of all, from you.
From me?
Oh, yeah.
From me? What did I do? Tell me.
Glenn, there's so many bulletins out about you.
Can you get my number? No.
That's fine.
Thanks for asking.
You know what's funny?
You know that actually, I mean, you are listed as a violent person, you know that?
You can list me whatever you want, but no, listen.
I'm just saying, whenever you show up to a scene.
No, you can make up any lie you want, right? But how many countries exist in the world?
Probably a lot.
And when I go to another country, none of that exists, right?
What other country do you go to?
Any country I want to go to. How do you know I don't have dual citizenship? How do you know I don't? You don't know anything about me. You think you know about me. You don't know. All your research. 10 years ago. When I was on my 20s, right? You don't know now about me.
I don't know anything about
you. You don't know where I live. You might know what I drive. You might know of one of the 10 vehicles I drive, right?
You drive 10 vehicles, Glenn? Where are you getting all these vehicles?
Every month I could switch a car. I could buy a used vehicle. So then what? You're gonna keep looking for my new vehicle? You guys just make yourself look stupider and stupider when you keep placing nonsense bulletins on people that are not threats to law enforcement. They are nonsense. I've never made a threat to law enforcement in my life. Never once in my life. And I can prove that.
Remember when Glenn got arrested after he went to the police station and started going around the back of the building and filming them from the back of the building into their private offices?
Video after video, I can prove that.
I don't think that's accurate, Glenn.
Really? Can you prove it?
I mean, I could probably pull some reports.
Could you?
I think there's several reports.
Are there? Is that with Linwood
It's not a
PD?
big mystery, Glenn.
Is that with Linwood PD or is that with?
It's with everyone. I think State Patrol's got a few on you.
Okay. Well, none of that's true, and I can prove that. So.
None of that's true, and I can prove it, okay? Just listen to me, okay? Just park your car and pay attention to me.
In the court of law, it's not going to work out for you. They don't do their job. That's the problem. They're fucking losers. Why not? He wants to talk. He can talk on camera anytime he wants.
You know him?
I don't know him. I don't know anyone here. He's probably all butthurt because you guys, like, I don't know what you talked to him about earlier.
An adult man just told a cop that someone filling out a police report is butthurt.
But do you
So
think...
how are things with you?
Nick says, and what job do you do, Glenn? He makes YouTube videos, which, as I can attest as a YouTuber for the last 10 years, is pathetic.
Glenn.
Do you think in the future you can park normally?
Man
to man.
I could try and do that for you, Glenn.
Can you park normally? That's all I'm asking. Park in a...
I am capable of
Park within the
parking.
lines. In the lines.
Capable of doing that.
You are capable? Okay. Well, I'll see you next time I run into you, right? Does it give you pleasure to know that you lie about bulletins? Is that pleasurable for you? Do you get...
Glenn, does Glenn really not understand that he is a big enough nuisance that there probably has been, like, a department-wide bulletin that says, like, hey, if you run into this guy... Because, Glenn, you do these videos, or at least before you got arrested, you did these videos constantly. Every cop in the area has run into you at one time or another. Yes, there have probably been bulletins about if you get a call about... a white male in his, 30s, whatever your description. Yeah, they probably got a heads up about you.
I think there's any lies about it.
Sure there is. Come on, man.
In this week's issue of Odd Debauchery and Friends, the group audits the Gygax government. It's alright, it got exploded, so... Raven says, old man yells at clouds.
And
there's multiple bulletins about you, Glenn.
What are they?
You are listed as a violent person,
Uh-huh.
a threat to law enforcement. Every time you show up at a scene, we have to dedicate an officer to watch your movements.
Somebody who doesn't have any weapons. Someone that doesn't carry any weapons, that doesn't even, and I'm a threat to law enforcement because I stand here with a camera.
No,
you can deem someone a threat that
I don't
has
think this is threatening.
What?
I don't think this is threatening.
Okay, so, but you're telling me about all these bulletins, right?
Right, so in the past you have done something that has been deemed as a threat to law enforcement.
Like what?
Nick says, yes, the old adage, annoyance is violence. And Lily Love Stuff says, as a former Walgreens employee, I have filled out police reports for an attempted sexual assault by a customer twice, held up at gunpoint 3 times, being given counterfeit money once, and 2 Australians fighting over deodorant once. I like that you specified that they were Australians. Oi, mate! This antiperspirin's mine! Oh, koalas and Crocodile Dundee. Sir, I don't know what people in Australia say.
I don't know.
What's a threat? If I walk past you, is that a threat? If I walk near you, am I a threat? But you can walk.
Potentially.
But you could walk near me and you're not a threat. So it's like it's one-sided, right? In the color of law, you win automatically, right? You can say or do whatever you want and you're automatically win. What do you mean? We're talking straight up here, right?
But you're just like puking out a whole bunch of verbal diarrhea right now.
That's what you That's what you want to believe. You want to believe that, but it's not true. The truth is you're lying.
No, I believe it because it is true.
What's true about it?
Your opinion that it's not.
What's true? Give me an example.
Well, you're just sitting here like bunch of banter. It
No,
makes
no. We're talking about the bulletins. What's true about the bulletins?
The bulletins indicate that you're a threat to law enforcement.
For
That's
what
all I need to
reason?
tell you.
For what reason?
That's all I need to tell you. Apparently, you've had some run-ins with law enforcement in the past that haven't gone so well.
I can FOIA request all this information. It's freedom of, you know.
Okay, do it.
Go for it.
I can. No, I can. I just don't care to do it. But if you want to,
I don't care to, but I could.
tell me, you know, then you can tell me. So you're proud of it. You sound proud of these bulletins. You sound bad that you can try to.
Why would I be proud of you?
Because you're talking about them. You speak about them so highly. These bulletins.
You're wondering what kind of threat you are.
Because you mentioned it. Who brought it up? Who brought up the bulletins?
I'm pretty sure you brought it up.
No, you did.
No,
No, you need to take a look at this
You
video.
asked if you were a threat, and I told you, yeah, you are a threat.
I never. No, you said there's a
you
bunch
can
of
play back
bullet.
the video, Glenn.
You said there's a bunch of bulletins on
You
me.
can play back the video.
I don't need to. I memorize things very well. I'm only in my 30s, buddy. I'm not 50.
So
Okay.
am I. I'm only in my 30s.
Yeah, but you don't have any hair. I have lots of hair.
So why you gotta insult me like that, man?
Because that's the way the world works. You guys.
Maybe I'm not capable of growing hair.
Okay. Well, why don't you get a wig? Or I mean.
Why would you insult me like that?
You have enormous salary, right? You have enormous salary, right? You.
That would be subjective, right?
No, you're getting 100K a year, easily, without a doubt, you're getting 100K a year.
How would you know?
Because I know. It's public records to know how much you make. I know how much Linwood PD makes. I know how much Everett PD makes. I know how much Shoreline PD makes. I know how much Sal PD makes. I know how much Kirkland PD makes. Redmond PD. It's all there for the public to see. I can tell you how much your chief of police makes. I can tell you how much your lieutenant makes.
What does the chief make?
Chief, probably, I don't know exactly off the top of my head with Linwood PD, but
I like that he sounded genuinely curious. How much does the chief make? I don't know.
probably easily 200K a year, without a doubt. I know Everett makes quite a bit of money. I know lateral police officer for Everett PD gets $8K a month, or $8,400 a month. That equates to about $4,200 every 2 weeks. So basically,
So if I lateral to Everett right now, they'll cut me a check for $8,000.
you get a bonus. You get a $15,000 signing bonus with them. So.
Thinking about making a career move?
I mean, Seattle PD is offering the same thing. New hires are 15,000, transfers are 7,000. It's easy to find all this information. It's simple. It's there for the public. But
Seems like a good chunk of change.
it is. You're making a good chunk of change. You're making easily $7K a month.
Well, the problem is, if we're making such good money, why is it that we're having a tough time filling positions?
Because a lot of people don't probably. I mean, there's a lot of corruption within police departments, different police departments.
I mean, I think we're almost fully staffed right now, but I know there's a lot of police departments that are hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of corruption with inside Linwood PD. I know that for a fact. You guys are under investigation with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. One of your, I believe it was your captain or your chief, was fired pretty recently. So I mean, it's public information. You can read it. You know. What's that?
I mean, I've been here 5 years now, and I haven't heard of anyone in our administration getting fired.
I mean, you could Google it and you could find it right away. Probably be the first link. So you're welcome to Google it if you want, but I could post it later on in the comments.
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, backup's arriving. It's so scary. Glenn's here. Oh
Just trying
boy.
to deal with the domestic violence situation, that's all.
Yeah. So you waste taxpayers' money. Oh, he's actually gonna park. I'm gonna give him a shout out.
10 out of 10 for his park
I mean, he parked. He straight up parked. He straight up parked normal. Man, you did the right thing. I think we had an incident last time, but you actually parked your car right this time. Yeah, I remember you, buddy. Don't think I forgot. What are you gonna
Riot
do
Girl
with that?
Callie, thanks for following.
Read his temperature?
Yes.
Thermometer?
I'm gonna take his temperature
Yeah.
with a portable breathalyzer.
Alcohol. You guys are trying to charge him, huh? That's sad.
They said it's for domestic violence. Like, what do you mean that's sad? No, I don't know if this guy's the victim or the perpetrator, but if they're gonna breathalyze him, I don't know. Don't care, not my business. But, like, what's sad about the cops intervening in a domestic violence? Obviously, the domestic violence is sad, but, like, cops intervening in domestic violence is, like, ideal. You don't want domestic violence to happen, Glenn.
Over there, Glenn.
I can go where I want. Don't tell me where to go. Don't.
You gotta give me a buffer zone.
Don't give me directives.
Give me a buffer zone.
No, don't give me directives.
Public easement. Okay,
Don't.
You gotta give me a little bubble here.
Here's the deal. There is no law that tells you how far. So don't tell me where to go.
I believe the law is pretty vague. At least the Supreme Court basically said as long as you're not intervening with the police and not actually getting in the way, it's fine, as long as you're filming from, like, a public area. So technically, I think even Walgreens, because it's privately owned, could probably tell Glenn, we don't want you here, you gotta go stand on the sidewalk. But they're not doing that. So if the cop is saying, hey, we need, you know, a little bit of leeway so you're not up in our face and you're not interfering or whatever, because I'd imagine they would consider, like, let's say they or the suspect or the victim, whoever this guy happens to be, are uncomfortable with Glenn, that would be impeding their investigation. So yeah, if the cop says, give us some space, that's not unreasonable. He's still able to film them in the conduct of their duty.
No directives. Remember that. There's no rule.
No directive.
There's no law.
There's one directive, and it's that you can't give me directives.
There's
Uno reverse card, motherfucker.
absolutely no law. Look it up.
I'm pretty sure there is, though.
There isn't. I can go within 5 feet of him. There's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah, because you have to give us a reasonable amount of
No,
space for us
it's
to
the victim. I have to give the victim a reasonable bound.
Thank you. I also like this hat. I got it on Etsy. There's like a wire in the band, so you can actually kind of like morph it. It's cool.
Amount of space. Not the police officers. Yes, look it up, buddy. Look it up. Look it up. He's closer than me. But you're not saying nothing to him, right?
Because he's just walking into Walgreens.
Yeah, that's right.
He needs his whatever prescription or overpriced groceries, cosmetics, whatever he needs.
It's only me, right? You're targeting me, right? Yeah.
Glenn, what is context?
That wouldn't be your guys' Chick-fil-A on the floor, would it? It's all over the floor.
When you're outside, Glenn, it's called the ground, not the floor.
Keep an eye on me. Don't take your eyes off me. Yeah. Yeah, keep watching.
What I don't think Glenn understands is generally for like this kind of thing, it's required that a certain number of officers be there. So once Glenn introduces himself to the situation, they have to bring another officer down to just corral and babysit Glenn. It's a waste of police time, because I assume this domestic violence call requires 2 cops, which they had initially. Then Glenn shows up, one of the cops has to go off and babysit Glenn, and then they had to call in this other 3rd cop to come be the secondary cop on the domestic charge. It's frustrating. Littlest Little Leafy says Glenn telling the cops to look up the law at 1:05.
It feels reductive.
Is that good?
Look it
up. God damn it, Madonna. Oh, where did that video go? There it is.
Burke.
What do you film with? Is that like an iPhone? Or?
It's an iPhone, that's right, yep.
Is Glenn a sovereign citizen? Glenn is sort of an auditor, which is sort of related to sovereign citizens, depending on who we're talking about. I would say Glenn isn't quite a sovereign citizen, but we cover auditors when we do sovereign citizen days. Sovereign citizens basically think the law doesn't apply to them. Glenn is just an asshole who misinterprets the law much of the time.
Me and Burke have history. We have a lot of history. We met before. Yeah. Me and Burke. No, we have history. I've never met you two before. I've met this guy before, though.
Yeah, First Amendment auditors and sovereign citizens are different things. They're not necessarily mutually exclusive, but they are separate. You can have one without the other.
I met you before?
See, let's just talk about you have this great memory and stuff.
Well, I mean, how many cops I see a day? Think about it. A lot. If I met you, it was probably at the precinct in the middle of the night when it was dark out. When you had like 12 officers surround me. Why does he need a breathalyzer if he's walking?
Because they're taking his statement on a domestic violence charge. Again, I do not know if he is the victim or alleged perpetrator, nor do I really care. I mean, I care, but, you know, I'm not invested in that particular situation. We're here to look at Glenn. Presumably, whether or not the person is intoxicated would be relevant to the charge or testimony being given.
Can you answer that question?
Like, breathalyzers aren't only used for DUIs.
A FOIA?
You can do a FOIA, okay?
Okay.
And you can find out why.
Sure, why not?
He was creeping in their windows, yeah.
You can refuse, man. Plead the fifth, man. Plead the fifth. Don't let them incarcerate you, man.
Oh,
Don't let them incarcerate you. Plead the fifth, man. Don't tell this guy nothing. He's not here to help you. What happened, Burke? I thought you were going to arrest me last time. You never did arrest me, right? Berkey. Come on, Berkey. You threatened with arrest, but you never did it. Big Bad Billa couldn't arrest the auditor. You're a tough guy, huh? Yeah, Burke, yeah. Give him your demands somewhere else. I think Burke's holding the grudge. He's not responding, so I can tell our last interaction was very bad. I'm pretty sure this.
How about this, Glenn? They're ignoring you because you thrive on attention.
Cameras everywhere, and you know they could. These are some big-time auditors, man. I was with some big guys earlier. Yeah. Yeah. I've joined the ranks, man. You made me. You created me. You should be, you know.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
Man.
it is cool. Burke, watch your language. We don't want to hear. There's kids around.
Hey, Glenn, can you just, like, let
No, it's my right. So sorry.
Just let him do his thing.
I'll let him do his thing when he shuts his mouth next time. Burke, learn your job, okay? No one's getting arrested. No one's getting arrested, Burke.
Where'd you get that selfie stick?
Actually, I bought it in Thailand.
Thailand?
Yeah, I bought it in Chiang Mai in Thailand. Yeah. Oh, you guys didn't know that? I travel the world. Oh, you didn't know that, right? Yeah, that's one thing you probably didn't know, right? Yeah.
Glenn, they don't care about your personal life.
Thailand and film the cops?
No, only here, only America. Because they're not
fair.
They're not corrupt like you guys. They actually do their job. No, I'm not kidding you. They actually do their job. Like if they're here to like do security, they'll do security. If they're here to like do traffic patrol, they'll do traffic. They're not gonna.
When they park their cars, how do they park?
They ride bikes. They ride motorbikes.
They don't park crooked though?
No, it's different. It's totally different. There's no parking lanes. It's like all open. You park wherever you fit in.
Is Thailand the country where, like, caning is still a approved punishment, or am I thinking of a different country?
It's a lot bigger, a lot more traffic.
Because I know there's a country where, like, littering gets you a caning. It is? Okay. Singapore! Thank you.
You gonna post this?
Of course, I post everything. I post everything.
You gonna give me royalties?
I mean, do you deserve it? Do you think you deserve my royalties?
Well, if I'm starring in this film, I feel like I should get some royalties, right?
I mean, I have to be here to make sure you guys don't set this guy up. You guys are trying to incriminate this guy, you know?
I feel like if I'm gonna star in your film, I should get royalties.
Shouldn't they be getting royalties too?
I think they should all be getting royalties.
Okay, how much should they get?
Just a couple percentage points.
How much do you think I make off this?
I don't know, probably not much.
What's not much?
I have absolutely no idea.
Throw a number. Just throw a number. Hit it with the number, man. Come on. You think people do this for free?
I don't know. I should look it up, though.
You should look it up.
How much do you make? Tell me.
You know I can't tell you that. You're not gonna tell me how much you make, right? You're gonna make me. You're gonna make me for it, right? But you're not gonna tell me directly. So.
Well, I can't even tell you off the top of my head.
You probably make $7,500 a month.
Probably close to that.
Yeah.
He gets paid well, Jesus. Lily Low Stuff says, Glenn going to Thailand makes my skin crawl, but then again, most weird white men traveling to Thailand is a red flag for me, especially when he said it was sad that the police were intervening in a domestic situation. Yeah.
And Burke's newer, so he makes less than you.
Oh, apparently he is the suspect in the domestic violence situation, considering the handcuffs. He said $7,500 a month.
Man, you can't say nothing. Don't tell them nothing. Plead the fifth. Don't say nothing. Burke ain't gonna help you, man. Burke's a scumbag. I know this guy. He's a dirtbag. Burke can't help you, man. Now, why'd you go and do that, Burke? Come on, man. You want to arrest him? You want to fill your little jail?
Glenn, I don't think it's fair that you're profiting off these videos and I'm not getting any of it.
Yeah? A lot of people don't feel like that. Or what? What are you gonna do? Tell me. What are you? Nothing. You're gonna just talking. Yeah, you're talking big because you go away. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up. What are you gonna do?
Wait, you have a right to stand here and film, but that guy doesn't have a right to stand there and talk to you?
What are you gonna do, man? Nothing. You think they're good? They're arresting this guy. You believe that they're good? You honestly believe these guys are good?
Yes.
You believe that?
Yes.
Then you're crooked in the head. You're mental.
If I think you know, who's gonna sleep?
You want to be a hero. You're trying to pay them respect. You don't know what these guys do. You don't know what they're capable of.
The best they can.
Yeah? Okay. Good luck. Good luck on your beliefs. Good luck, man.
Can police use Glenn's videos in their trial against him? I mean, nothing in his videos is pertinent to what he's being charged with, so no. Nick says, does this dumb sack of shit not want violent criminals to be arrested? I genuinely don't know. Because, like, that guy was being arrested for a domestic violence thing. I'm not a fan. Like, I think there needs to be police reform. But also, you know what's cool? When domestic abusers get arrested.
You'll have a hard life. You're dropping this lighter, man? Come on. Let him smoke his cigarette. What's that? Could be. Something like that.
Can we watch Glenn get arrested? We could
Give one
do
puff
a
and threw it
brief
on the
thing
ground.
of him getting arrested.
You're
sure.
such a nice guy, Burke. Oh my God. One puff and you threw it on the ground. See, I'll make room. I'll let them pass. Yeah. Come on, Burke. What are you doing? The guy did nothing. Burke likes to arrest people, I know that. Get this guy's license plate number. My commenters like that when I give their license numbers. Honda Pilot. BMW, probably a smart move not to leave the report so the auditor can capture it. My zoom is pretty good.
Not good enough to read it. Glenn Serio arrested.
Leave me alone. I don't know what you've done.
Just want to get the arrest at the end.
Are you a sergeant?
I'm not a sergeant.
This is the police body cam perspective of Glenn being arrested.
What?
The sergeant is left. It's now the supervisor.
You left? Hold on, I'm urinating. Hold on.
He did not wash his
I left
hands.
some
Yeah.
evidence behind in here. I don't know. There's some evidence inside here. Did you want
Would you step out of there, please, for us?
For what?
Just step out of the bathroom.
For what?
Glenn, you're under arrest.
For
okay?
what?
You're under arrest for failure to comply.
I didn't. I'm.
Okay, failure to comply.
I'm not doing nothing.
And our city code
No.
for...
So you're threatening me again. So you're threatening me again.
No, so you're under arrest, okay?
For what?
Turn around, put your hands
Let
behind
me call
your
my
back.
lawyer.
Turn around, put your hands
I will.
behind
Let me
your
call my lawyer.
We need to take the phone.
back. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you, okay?
So I was using the bathroom and you.
Yeah, if you watch the, from his perspective, because he was also filming at the time, you can see he doesn't wash his hands. That's a
Hold
peeing.
on, I'm peeing. I'm urinating. Hold on.
Watch him not wash his hands. Watch this shit. What was that, Glenn? You didn't wash your goddamn hands. You activated the sink to make the noise. That's a bullshit move, Glenn. You are under arrest for getting your penis grease over everything. All right, so that's the stream. Thanks everyone for coming today. That's a 3-hour stream in the bag. So let's see who we're gonna raid. I'll be back tomorrow to do Tinfoiled Tuesday, where we'll look at all sorts of fun conspiracy theories, debunk them, make fun of flat earthers and stuff. It'll be a good time. So let's see. Who raid? Poetic Fox says, Hannah, I was drinking when you said penis grease. Hey, it's not my fault he's got a greasy dong, okay? You should stop rubbing pizza all over it. All right, have a good night, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said, for Tinfoil Tuesday. It'll be fun. So come check it out then. I timed that wrong. There's still 7 seconds before I can raid. Still 5, 3, 2. All right, bye, everyone.